Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sand Hills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Friday to you. Steve Sipple already on the plane to State College. Jake Swords and Bill Busch with you in studio. So Sip not with us this morning, but better than last week, Bill, that when he tried to fly out to UCLA and all sorts of problems. He had to go to Omaha for a flight that was supposed to be in Lincoln.
Yeah, thing went awry.
A little bit smoother this time, it sounds like.
Yeah, and I was taken back several times, and Steve Gibbs said, the flight boards at 5:30. Well, that's what it's called is a 6 o'clock flight. That's generally what you just say. Have a 6. When do you ever go over the boarding time?
No,
when's the last time someone's asked like that? Hey, what time's your flight? Flight time or boarding time? It's like everyone knows it's roughly 45 minutes to 30 minutes ahead of the
Just
flight.
tell me what time you fly out. I know when you board.
Yes,
I can do math.
I can do, yes.
Things have not changed
never
for the
heard
history
one.
of time.
And my flight's at it's at 8:42. Well, hold it. Is that 8:42 boarding time? No, the flight's at 8:42. So that was always one of those things that astounded me. Was Steve was very just enamored yesterday that his boarding time was at 5:30.
Yes,
as if the plane was leaving at 5:30, but it wasn't. He's still in Lincoln as we speak right now.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He just told us, he's on the plane right now, but they'll take off any moment soon. It sounds like.
I wonder if he sits in between Robin and Sean. I wonder if he like all 3 in a row.
Well, I mean, if they're flying out of Lincoln, those planes are tiny, so they have a 1-seater and a 2-seater. One
on one side.
Yeah,
two on
they
the
don't.
other.
They don't have the 3 seats
Gotcha.
together
That's
on
true.
those now. And I would assume going to State College probably the same thing. Small
It'll
flights.
be the
going to
same
State
size
College.
plane, I would imagine. Yes.
So for this one, I don't think it'll be an issue. Maybe going to LA, they could have had that situation. The big planes from Denver going to LA.
Yeah. And we never asked that.
We
one.
did not, unfortunately.
Yeah, it'll be the small plane. It'll be the and then
Those things are so tiny.
But you literally walk into Lincoln Airport and you walk in and you're within 8 seconds you're at security.
Right.
You're
It's
ready
beautiful.
To go.
It's a dream in
It's
Lincoln.
a thing of beauty. I've not flown out of Lincoln for quite some
Bill,
time.
you have to.
Oh, I have. I used to fly out all the time.
I know,
It's
do
been
it
a
again.
while.
I mean,
I'd like to
because they've done the redone terminal. It's beautiful. It's a gorgeous facility. They've done a great job, and like you said, it's still a breeze getting through security. It's awesome. The best.
I have to look
so
into
sipped
that.
it this morning
Thank you, Steve.
on the way to State College. I tell you what, yesterday was a busy day. This is idle chit chat.
Yeah, give me some chit chat. What'd you do? 'Cause I didn't do much.
There was a lot of sports we could do in a second last night, but I got to give a big shout out, a big kudos to where we sit at right now, downtown Lincoln, Bill. Last night, this city was popping
On
for a
Thursday.
couple reasons.
What was
Now-
going on?
Now, I failed to mention, I think, during the show, there was a concert at PBA, Riley Green,
Riley Green.
and Jamie Johnson. So
Pretty big concert.
pretty big.
Yeah.
And so people were out having some libations before that. Not me. I didn't go to the concert last night. I just knew it was at the PBA. But also there was an event called Shop the Blocks in downtown Lincoln, where I'm saying there was hundreds upon hundreds of people that were out getting deals before Black Friday, before
I like
you're
this.
kicking off the Christmas season with some downtown
Did
Lincoln
Bombeck
shopping.
run this? Was he in charge of this?
Bombeck was we can ask him when he comes in today at
He'll be in.
6:45. He might have been in some capacity, but it was I brought Scotland down. Me and Elizabeth were down in the area, just kind of supporting downtown Lincoln. I was impressed with the amount of people out and about for not a very warm night. It was a little chilly last night,
A little
Bill.
chilly. It's kind of I thought it was a beautiful night. There was a slight mist in the air almost last night, and there was kind of chilly. I liked it. I liked last night.
It was nice.
Yeah. It's not cold out today. I'll tell you that. It's like 50 degrees.
It's not too bad.
It's not bad.
Not bad. But well done, Lincoln. Well done, people supporting Lincoln and coming down. Our friend, we do the roll call, Jennifer and Hubby.
You
They
saw
just saw-
Jennifer and hubby?
So I saw Jennifer. Jennifer, as you know, a couple of months ago gave us the homemade candles.
Yeah, they were incredible.
And so part of this last night, Shop the Blocks, was kind of having your own boutique spot or bringing homemade things. And she had her booth at the UBT building 2 blocks over.
wow.
And I saw, and she was selling candles like hotcakes. People were buying them left and right.
Well, candles are it's Christmas.
She shared with me, she's like, Jake, smell this candle. And she says, what does that smell like? I said, it smells like Fruit Loops. She shows me the can. It was titled Fruit Loops. Like you talked about Shindanny this week and Fruit Loops up
We
in
had Toucan
Creighton.
Tuesday.
Yeah,
We
Toucan.
had Toucan Tuesday.
She said she was laughing because I have a Fruit Loops flavor, and they're talking about Toucan Tuesday and Fruit Loops in Midwest Bank. She's just
How do I get one of those?
She was cackling at her
Jennifer?
house.
Cackling.
Cackling.
I'd like to purchase one of those if possible. I'd like to get one of those Toucan ones.
And she did inform me, Bill, that she will not be here for our event next Wednesday, but hubby will, as well as 2 others from the family. For
nice.
Breakers
Where is she going to be
Day.
at 6 a.m.?
Well,
gallivanting around.
So
probably Candle World.
She's got to watch the younger kids at the house coming over, the grandkids.
Okay.
And the boys are coming out to join us.
Okay.
Hubby and the son and maybe the grandson.
Former quarterback at Pender High.
Yes.
Yes.
Brad
Devotny.
Devotny.
I'm fired up for this.
So that was last night. And also, I mean, again, yeah, sports last night. Wow. I get back from Shop the Blocks and enjoying the just downtown Lincoln being packed. And you had a football game to watch, of course. That was Arkansas State, Louisiana, which you said was epic.
It was epic. It ended on the last play of the game in a scrum at the 6-inch line. And it was, I mean, you'll have to see if you can. Rudy, could you look something and see if you can find the head coach leaving the field? Why am I drawing a blank on Busch Jones? Busch Jones,
champions of life.
Busch Jones leaving the field. They had a camera on him, and he's just screaming to himself. And the play ended. They came down to 1 play left in the game, and they ran a speed option.
Okay,
and it was pretty well defended. It was. And as it's happened, it looks as if the game is over and the play has been stopped. But then you see that the play was not blown dead, and there was a fumble. And then you didn't know who had the ball. And the play went on for like 10 seconds. And there was just this scrum at the 6-inch line of 2 teams pushing on each other. And no one even knew who had the ball. And he couldn't figure it out. Well, what had happened also during that time, Louisiana thought they'd won. So the team had rushed the field. So play is still going on.
No.
And they're yelling that it's a penalty.
Yeah.
They're on the field. And they're like going, yeah, we're not even looking at it. Because they always say the officials were not looking at someone that came on the field. And it was a bizarre ending. I get that. I get done. I go, okay. I go to my phone. I go, oh, the game's still going. This is incredible. Flip over to Prime, and I watch the last 28 seconds and see
football
at the NFL.
Wow.
So it was like 2 endings back to back. You couldn't have it on a quad box because it was
that was the problem last night.
But the end of the game was epic, and just Busch Jones leaving the field. It was just I couldn't imagine the meltdown in the locker room.
Yeah, that's rough, but entertaining game for you though, Bill. I mean, at least it delivered the entertainment for you on a Thursday night.
I've got a good friend, George Munoz, and George was like the quarterback whisperer for Joe Burrow.
Well, that's a big deal.
Yeah, and George Munoz is one of the greatest humans and one of the greatest coaches ever. And we were together, like I said, at LSU, won a national championship together. If you look when Joe won the Heisman, Munoz is sitting right there in the front row with Steve Ensminger. Okay. And just a great guy. And now he's basically the associate head coach at Louisiana. And so he's a great guy. And so I was pulling hard for that win last night for him. So it was great.
The game you mentioned, you watched it after that. Texans beat the Bills 23-19. Texans defense gets 8 sacks of Josh Allen, forced 3 turnovers. Now, here's the deal. Late in this game, down by 4 points, the Bills with 45 seconds to go, Bill, convert a 4th and 27 hook and ladder. It goes like for 50 yards. They get down to like the 25-yard line.
I've got to see this because in general, it's like the hook and ladder generally is probably the pass is thrown at the deepest. Is it 10 yards?
Yeah, it's about 10, 12
about
yards.
10 yards.
Yep.
So not to have a line of defense behind that.
I think you'd be disgusted by this play.
I've got to see what happened on this. This will be intriguing to me.
This is the top ranked defense in the NFL. The Texans. They had a great game, 8 sacks, but on this play, pretty embarrassing the lack of defense that happened. Now they still win the game 23-19. They're 6-5. How about on primetime, Bill, Davis Mills takes down Josh Allen. This is not C.J. Stroud. Davis Mills, the quarterback, takes down Josh Allen.
Yeah, who is Mills?
Davis Mills, I think he came from Stanford, I want to say.
And I thought he looked good. Because I watched like an early quarter of this game before I had to. I watched during halftime of the college game.
Okay.
So I'm like I go, who is this guy? and I like him. I'm like, he's pretty good.
He's been in the league for a couple years. So when Deshaun Watson got traded or was injured, he took over a couple years ago for the Texans and didn't win many games, but he had good stats that year. But he has 5 touchdowns, 1 pick this year. He's from Stanford. And last night, 16 for 30, 153, not too many yards, but 2 touchdowns, no picks, no sacks. So Josh Allen sacked 8 times. Davis Mills, no sacks.
I would guess
good.
if I had to name, if you gave me every starting quarterback in the NFL, that I'm probably in the mid 90s on what college they went to.
You would know Davis Mills.
And I've never even heard of him. Not that I wouldn't know he went to Stanford. I wouldn't even known if he even played football in high school or college. Like he just started up on his own, working out in the backyard.
Well, impressive win for Davis Mills, the Texans. 6-5. They win 23-19. Also in sports last night, again, as you said, with Prime for the NFL game, also the Nebraska ball played on Peacock. I watched the whole game. Impressive. Up by 18.5. It gets down to a 4-point game at one point in the second half, but they still beat New Mexico 84-72 in Kansas City. They'll play tonight against K-State, who beat Mississippi State 98-77 last night. This will be an 8:30 tip on Peacock again, Bill.
It's on Peacock
It's
again.
on Peacock
okay,
tonight.
That's bad.
It's not, yeah.
It's not good for me. I will say this. I watched the first part of it.
You did not.
I was at Two Question Larry's house yesterday.
Did he ask you
There
questions?
was a lot more questions. I you know what? It was right around, this is Thanksgiving time, so I just let Larry.
You didn't say 2 questions?
No,
though?
I didn't tell Larry
Oh,
2 questions.
wow.
This
is big of
he
you.
was big on what was going on with Dayton Raiola and
Okay.
different things, and he's been tracking the message boards. So 2 Question Larry had a lot of things going on we talked about, but the game was on. So, and I was talking to his son Larry, who's also Larry, which is Moose, who runs the National Guard, about his failures to get a deer this year. And he's been out numerous times, and it's almost like I don't know him now because his deer hunting skills have fallen to a ridiculously low level. Who are you, basically? Yeah. So we were discussing that, and the game was on. Well, I didn't even really go back to even hardly check on it, because when I was watching, it was like 22-4. And I don't know what it started out, but it was.
Oh, you're right. It was 22-5.
It was out of control. So I'm like, okay, great win. And so I didn't follow back up on it until late. But then I did somehow. What would I have seen it on? I don't know how I even had a chance to see, but I saw a little bit of the end. I don't know how that even would have been. We don't have
NBC
Peacock.
Sports.
I don't know, but I was watching. It was like live. And I'm like going. Remember thinking, hey, it's like a 10-point game.
Yeah, it was. It was scary.
It was like seven. It was like.
I mean, Bill, by the first media timeout in the second half, it got down to a 7-point lead. I'm like, here we go. Here, Nebraska basketball. I love you. I want to believe in you. I didn't tweet at all. I was very calm. And then they pulled it off. I mean, last night it was another group effort. Rick Mass, 17 points. Jamarcus Lawrence, 21 points. Braden Frager, we brought this name up several times, was not an all-state kid, was a walk-on from a Lincoln school. 20 points off the bench, Bill. 6 for 8 shooting, 4 of 6 on threes, 8 rebounds also in 26 minutes. We haven't had a true great walk-on story for Nebraska basketball in a long time.
Is there ever you would know who would be the greatest walk-on ever?
I don't know. Now there's a guy a couple years ago that was, we rooted for him. It was never that great. Johnny Trueblood was a fun story, but he didn't do this kind of stuff. Nobody's coming off the bench as a walk-on for Nebraska, putting up 20 points against New Mexico, maybe against Doane, possibly.
Carson Schott, what are we doing for him NIL-wise? Are we working to get him some sort of a deal, I hope?
And if you recall, I went to a game early on, and I saw Braden Fraker's parents at a bar, and they said, hey, we love the show. And I said, well, I love watching Braden play. I watched him play against BYU.
Hold it. Let's go back in. The Fragers are listening to us maybe potentially right now?
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Frager.
Text in, please.
Good morning. Yeah, please text us at 402-464-5685. Confirm that you are listening, because your son was awesome again last. They might be in KC. They probably went down to watch the game.
Yeah,
but they could be listening. They could be still streaming in. Good morning.
Some friends reach out to them if they can't. Wake them up. Call them immediately. Tell them we're talking about the Fragers on the show right now.
Now, good point from Brian. Yeah, Sam Hoiberg is a walk-on, but Sam Hoiberg, too, we love Sam. He's a starter, but he's not putting up 20 points, against New Mexico and KC, and he's the coach's son. This is somebody that is an unheralded, and Sam was at Pius, of course, good player there, but Braden Fraker was never an all-first team player in high school, and was really unheralded coming out of high school. And
What high school, Jake?
Was he Lincoln Southwest? I want to say. I think it was Southwest. But he was
It's a great story.
It's unbelievable. He's a freshman.
Somebody please text the Fragers.
It's amazing.
Let us know where they're being discussed.
Congrats. 84-72. Nebraska wins that game. Another. They made 13 of 35 threes in the ball game.
Okay.
Putting up threes. We knew that'd be the case for them. Price stand for 8 points for the Huskers, but yeah, they'll play tonight. K-State, by the way, Bill, I think 3 straight games they've scored 95 plus points in regulation. Like it's gonna be a challenge.
This will be up and down the court. Yeah,
and I'm talking wins against Cal, decent Cal team. Tulsa is respectable, and then last night against Mississippi State, they win 98-77. So they're gonna put up points tonight.
I'm sure it's more on the other side, but I was a little taken back that it appeared that there's almost nobody at the game. The early on anyway, when I was watching early on, there was.
You're right.
There was seats. I'm like, hang on here. What is going on? There is it looks as if there's 9 people at the game.
I thought that with it being so close to Lincoln.
Yeah, people. Yeah, and there's so many fans just live in Kansas City.
100%.
Just like they just live there. So anyway, I was shocked at that.
As you know, we talk about a lot of this with football games. A lot. It's neutral site games. It can be difficult to pack it, and the Pentagon is different. That's 3,500 people. That's a small capacity. T-Mobile Center is 16,000 capacity.
And the game's tonight, you said?
Tonight at 8:30.
Okay.
Tonight at 8:30, you can watch.
There'll be a decent crowd for that.
It's the weekend. Head down. People can head down from Lincoln after work or at 3 o'clock. Get there by 6 o'clock. You can watch the game. Watch it on Peacock if you are not around in KC. But congrats to Nebraska.
Great win.
Still, Bill, at this point, the longest winning streak in the country dating back to last year, 9 games.
If it's a winning streak. So how many people have that? No.
We're number 1.
So let's go back then. So who won the national championship last year in basketball?
That was wasn't Houston. Was it Houston? No, Houston lost. Florida won. Florida, right? Yeah.
So Florida's already got a loss this year. That's why
they do.
Yeah, that's the reason. I'm thinking back, Florida had to win 6 in a row.
We always forget right away who won. I don't know. I think it was Florida.
Imagine that.
We always forget.
I have no idea. The year before,
and it was a great game too.
I guess it was UConn. I know that.
Yeah, it was a great game too. So, congrats to Nebraska tonight, 8:30. One last thing: Nebraska volleyball clinches the conference title. They still have 3 matches to go. They sweep Iowa last night, 25-15, 25-21, and 25-19 at Devaney Center. So 27-0 is the record, Bill. 27-0.
It's incredible.
It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, and just like I said, the carnage that has taken place in this run. It's not like, oh man, it's unbelievable. You sit there and go, I don't know, is it good? Is it good that maybe they lose one because just to kind of get them to rebound and stuff? Because it's like, man, we went to 5 sets and they pulled it off as a miracle. It's like there's been no miracles. There's been nothing. It's just been.
Well, I think
there's a slight bit of boredom. I remember walking by last night also, like, oh, the game's on. And I'm like, if it was already over and they'd won by 2, I go, there's nothing here really to watch.
They played Creighton, I want to say right around September 15th.
Watched it.
They have lost 1 set since then. No matches, 1 set at UCLA. One set. That's dominance. That's dominance. 27-0 Nebraska volleyball again is incredible. One last thing. I don't chit chat at all or not?
No, it was all ball. All ball.
Before we get to the roll call. Woo! Whose birthday is it, Bill?
Rudy.
Rudy's birthday. Rudy, what are we at? 23 today? 23 years old for Rudy.
Nice.
Producer extraordinaire. Happy birthday, Rudy.
Rudy, thank you for everything you do. He's got an incredible caller coming in here. But in the 8 o'clock hour, is that right, Jake?
Yes, we're going to have
Penn State is calling in. It's a great tease.
Yeah, we're going to have Zach Seiko at 8 a.m. from Locked On Nittany Lions to talk Penn State football. So thanks to Rudy for getting all these wonderful guests.
Rudy will be available for the Worlds Collide photo booth.
Yes, you will.
So if you want to come in,
too.
You do autographs. Yeah. If you want to come in and get a photo with Rudy at the Worlds Collide photo booth, that'd be great.
You should do that. Happy birthday, Rudy. Hope I think he's got a lot of family coming to town.
Oh, I didn't know that, Rudy.
Mom and sister, I think some other relatives are coming to town.
If you don't ask Rudy direct questions, there's nothing coming out. There is no, idle chit chat, there's zero. Rudy does not do idle chit chat. That's not his deal. It's
reserved.
It has to be a direct question. If you don't ask, you'd have to also ask open ended. I need to know everyone who might be in attendance. If you just said we have family here, yep, that'd wrap it up.
If you want to get him going, maybe walk in with the horns down.
Horns down might get him going a little bit. Something like that. Maybe mention something about Toronto baseball. The Blue Jays might upset him a little, get a stir out of it. But not really, though. Not really. No.
Doug says, happy birthday, Rudy. Mick, happy birthday. Al Bolt, also happy birthday. And Genghis is with us as well.
Ginges.
That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at 738 Ag.
Joey!
They help farmers in South Central Nebraska stay fueled, prepped, and ready for whatever Mother Nature throws at them. If you're a farmer who likes to work hard but smarter.
Joey, wear your jersey down. People have been requesting for the photo op in front of the Tree of Trust.
We need the tree. Yeah, that's going to happen.
The Tree of Trust is happening. We know that.
We have a flyer now at this point.
We have a flyer. The flyer right there. Yes, we have a good flyer. I sent that out to a lot of people. So there'll be a flyer that will be going out. So be aware for this. So yes, very fired up for Joey attending in his number 19 jersey.
Learn more about Joey and the team at 738ag.com. What else do we do on Fridays, Bill?
The call.
That is the roll call. Text us right now your name, your age, where you're listening from, and what fourth item do we want from the Breakers today?
Who would be your dream matchup, or who would you like to see in attendance Wednesday morning? If you had your chance like that, you could pick one person. Who would you
Your answer?
Who would you like to see here for that like that? Who would I like to see? I should have been on top of this thing probably a little bit more. Give me a second on that. I'm going to say I would like to see Fred. I'd like to
Hoiberg?
I'd see Hoiberg. I'd like to see Fred stop in. I'll shoot him a text. I'll let him know about the Tree of Trust.
Okay.
I'd like to see Fred stop in. That'd be awesome.
Now, I'd say in the same capacity as a coach that has retired but is back in Lincoln, I want Solich down here. Frank Solich. He's in Lincoln.
I'll send this to him.
You should.
Yeah, I'll send this to him.
Bring him down.
That would be
awesome. He's a friend of the show, friend of the
Hall
station.
of Famer.
Oh, yeah. Kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal. Yeah, that would
Solich.
That'd be nice.
Imagine if walking to the store. Frank's here.
Who else?
And Tom Osborne's in the building. Why not? Bring them all.
Who else is that would be so that's what I want to see from the Breakers. Who would be your dream choice?
Yes.
I mean, it could just be another Breaker. It could be someone famous. It could be anyone.
Oh, we're getting early response. Larry the Cable Guy.
Larry the Cable Guy
come down possibly.
There's probably a chance he's probably in town, right?
I would think so.
Well, Sip will send him the. We have a flyer. We do have a flyer.
we have
a
phone
Tree
number.
of Trust.
We do have a tree.
And we have a photo booth that'll be here.
Oh, God. The potential awesome photo booth options there. All right, roll call. We've got somebody says happy birthday, Rudy. That's from 785 Skur. We got Sean in Eagle. It says Phil Ruhlman. He wants to see
Phil. Okay, Phil.
Philman.
There it is, Phil. You've got it.
People want to see you. Tim in Dallas says Santa Claus.
I don't know if we'll have a Santa Claus here or not.
My neighbor Jim is Santa Claus. He could dress as Santa Claus.
We can maybe consider having a Santa here.
Neighbor Jim, if you're around, this would be a good chance for you to show your face.
We're going to work on Santa. That's not out for the kids. That's not out.
Not out at all. Robert in Oklahoma. Ken Shimmick. Well, we're working on Shimmick for that.
Where are we at with that, Rudy? With Shimmick? Have you? No response.
No response yet.
We need to know.
The problem is that his email is a 1011. He's not there anymore, so we got to find his phone number. That's the problem.
We need Shimmick's. Kevin Suits, please chime in.
I think Suits can help us out.
He can help us because Suits will be here.
Absolutely. Kyle in Boston says he wants to see Wet Blanket here. Well, so do we.
We all want to see.
We want to see who WB is. We don't know who WB is.
We don't know who the Wet Blanket is. Imagine that when he signs in. All of a sudden, Kathy Woody and my wife wave us over. Well, what's the deal? What's the problem?
We have a situation.
This is Wet Blanket.
You're kidding me. That's Wet Blanket. Can happen.
Worlds collide.
Rod in Lincoln wants to see Coach Osborne. Possible. He's in Lincoln. We'll see. Oh, Northside Dave says, obviously Marty Sipple. We got to fly Marty in.
Marty would be an unbelievable flight.
If Marty's back for the holiday, he better come by our
What if we just put Marty
day.
on a Zoom call the whole time? He's just his face is up on the screen and he's live, and Marty's just trying to. And people are talking to Marty. Yeah. People are just talking. Marty.
How are you guys? How are you guys?
Oh, Fruit Loop Marty.
Oh, my God. Okay, Chet in Nebraska City wants to see Young Ben.
Young Ben.
Ben.
You know what?
Young Ben's in Norfolk.
Send it to him right now.
Yes.
Send it to Young Ben.
Send the flyer to him.
I'll let him know that the people have asked.
Bob in Montana says, how about Tom Osborne? Again, we'll try. We'll effort Tom. Vincent Napa says Grant Wistrom. He's local now. We can check with Grant Wistrom.
There you go. Absolutely.
Chad in Texas, age 54. Matt Rule. could show up. You never know.
Never know.
2 days before the game against Iowa.
Probably
He
got
might
some
be
things
around.
going football-wise.
Yes, several people saying Solich here. Okay, got it. McSafety and Bob both say Solich. We'll effort him. Pete in Chattanooga. Now, why would he be listening to the show?
Pete from Chattanooga. There's 2 listeners.
He gives the one I don't think is really feasible.
What's that?
Ndamukong Suh. I don't have any ties to Sue.
I don't
Do you
know.
have Sue's contact information?
I don't know if I have
He's
it.
not
on
around
the-
Lincoln anymore.
Yeah, but that's a good.
I like the.
It's a good call.
That's true. Greg in Berlin, Ohio says he wants to see Fred Hoiberg.
Yeah, I'd
Okay.
like to see Fred. Fred's on a roll.
Let's see here. Eric Hickman wants to see Ken Shimmick. Yes, because you're a smart man. Let's see Tater and Lincoln. Sue. No, I don't know if we have the Sue connection. I don't want to let you guys down. Dominic and Sue. We'll try. Jay Crow and Lincoln wants to see Pillin. Okay. Pillin might be here.
I have sent that out. I've sent that out. He's got something going on that day, but he might make a quick swing by. I will reassess that situation.
Jockstrap
The strap.
is working out in Imperial. Says he'd like to see Bo Pelini. Now, friend of you and Sips, I don't think he'll probably make it here.
That
but
would be one of the more incredible
Yeah.
visits of all time.
we'd have him in here for 3 hours, but you can't leave. But you got to be on the air.
That would be incredible.
Tony in Rayford, Carolina. Coach Rule. Mike in Lynchburg, Kansas wants to see Pelini and Bill Snyder come up from Manhattan. I assume he lives down
I'd
there.
love to see Bill
How
Snyder
old
up
is
here.
he in his 80s?
He's got to be
then?
100.
He's got to be
He's got to be
mid-80s.
100.
Thrash and Ashton wants to see Jason Peter. That's possible. Jason lives in Lincoln. We could ask Jason Peter. Chris in Italy. Danny Nee. Don't think he lives locally at all, but you never know.
Danny Nee would be epic. Him and Sipple would have some great conversations. That'd be good.
Another Bo Pelini one from Kent. Big Bird wants to see Barry Switzer. Okay.
You know what? I like that.
We'll effort. We'll effort Barry Switzer.
Riddle me this, Jake. If Barry Switzer walked in, would it be incredible?
Yes.
Yes. That's an incredible
I'd fall
answer.
off my chair.
It's a great answer.
I'd fall off the chair.
I'd fall off the chair. All of a sudden, I'll be go to hell. There's Barry Switzer. Came up for Thanksgiving Eve.
Jeff and McCook says Pelini, of course. Let's see. Someone else says they want to see McSafety. Well, McSafety's going to be here.
He'll be here. That's been confirmed.
That's good. Thunder Knot Collins wants to see Coach Mike Eckler here. Well, he's busy.
Okay.
We'll check. We can check
They have practice going that morning, but it's a great thought.
We can check. Mike, okay. Husker Mike wants to see John Cook. John Cook's no longer the coach. He's got time, right? John Cook could be possible. You're
Send it to him right
friend of the show, friend of you. Let's see. Jane in Wahoo wants to see Ann McGill. I know Ann McGill. She lives in Des Moines in the Ankeny area. She might come by. For Thanksgiving. It's a friend of the show, friend of the station. Patrinka wants to see Rick Heyman tomorrow. I think Heyman's going to be here, Patrinka.
Heyman's going to be here, Patrinka. The worlds will collide. You and Rick will get a photo in the booth, and you guys can also put your sticky notes up on the tree of trust.
Who in Clemensville?
Bert
Wants to see sixth grade Sipple.
Sixth
Well,
grade.
he'll be here.
What if he did the whole show that'd be the great thing. Great to see you, Bert. Oh, that'd be
It's gotta
great.
happen. Gavin and Pender also said sixth grade Sipple. Back to back said sixth grade
Gavin
Sipple.
and Glenn will be here. Gavin and Glenn are driving down from Pender.
Our friends from Sioux Falls with the spreadsheet, Lori and Kevin, say, I wish we could be there. We can't, but the answer would be Tom Osborne if we were there.
Tom, the legend.
We'll effort him. DW and Seward says Hubie Brown for the sake of Sip's infatuation with him. Hubie's 92 years old.
Be awesome to see
But if he's
Hubie.
around, he'll be here, you know. Ty says Bill Moose with the stories. Bill Moose would be awesome.
Bill Moose would
That'd
be
incredible
incredible
here.
That would be another one that would just be like, I want to have Moose come in and tell some stories. That would be so good.
Fritz and Lincoln says Larry the Cable Guy and Tom Osborne. We could get them both here
Yeah.
possibly. It'd be great. Bo Pelini from Brett and Sergeant Bluff, Iowa. Ryan in Vancouver, Washington says, how about bring back Mike Schaefer for the day? I'll text Schaefer.
Schaefer would be great.
I'll text Schaefer.
I talked to Schaefer for 20 minutes, 30 minutes just the other day. That'd be
Oh,
awesome.
We'll bring him on.
Yeah.
We'll bring him in for that. We got a lot of people texting in.
Yeah.
Sandy wants to see sixth grade Sipple also. Bill and Bennett says Darren Erstad.
Erstad would be a great
we
one.
can effort Ersty.
We can effort that. Yep.
That'd be fun. Baker Mayfield and his wife Emily. Well, they're busy in football season. I don't think it's going to happen, Jackson.
But she used to live here, right?
I
Lived in Lincoln. Is that
sold
correct?
her advertising before.
Yeah, you sold. That's right. You know her
And
personally.
I would.
You know the Mayfields.
She probably would forget
Jake, you
me.
know the Mayfields. He's the Heisman Trophy winner, and now he's a starting quarterback for Tampa Bay, and you know the family. If you text her,
I
she'd
know-
remember you.
Maybe. There's a very slight.
Do you
chance
still have
that-
her number?
I don't have her number
Because people don't
I
change
know.
numbers a lot.
I went back. I do have the emails that we used to have. Sales emails. I'm like
Was
10
there any
years ago.
flirtatious in it? Was it flirtatious at all?
No. Ed from Lincoln says he wants friend of the show Chad Mertens to be there.
Chad would be
From
awesome.
Win Nelson.
I've already talked to him. I've talked to
Is he
Chad about.
gonna
No,
be here?
I've sent him. I've sent him what's going on, and I will send this to him again right now. Yeah, Chad Mertens, you've been requested live on air. That's incredible.
Greg wants Derek Apple to be there.
What's that?
We know Derek.
Derek's coming.
Is he coming?
I confirmed it last night.
Dave wants Jay Foreman there. I'll text Jay. We can make that. Jay,
Yeah,
if you're
and
listening,
I
we want you here.
And I have been, and he has been discussed on this also.
Kevin, we have a million texts. The Hammer, Leroy with us. Mark wants Eric Getzfred here.
Eric Getzfred would be nice for
The potential Hall of
the
Famer.
Hall of Famer would be if we had a booth with Getzfred in it, free Eric Getzfred. That would be great.
Detail Joe will be there. That's Joe Perez will be in the building. Nebraska Auto Detail will be here.
Joe has been summoned by me already, and Joe will be here. I guarantee you that.
Cassie says, "Is Farley invited?" Of course, Farley's part of the show.
He'll always be here.
He'll be here the whole time.
He will show up somewhat confused though, of like going, "What's going on?" Because we will have told him about this event, and he will forget about it. They'll be very energetic when you interact with him.
Terry Pettit, good effort him. You know Terry
That'd
at
be
all?
great. Yeah, it'd be great.
Yes.
Yes. Smutty.
Mark Manning from Patrick. We can get Mark
the
Manning.
Mangler will be
We'll
here.
get him. And then let's see here. Let's see. Derek wants to see Chris in the Baldwin shop. We could ask Chris to be here.
I'm assuming
and Brad.
the Baldwin shop's going to be here, right?
Yes.
Text in, please, guys.
Lyle wants to see Sean Callahan here. Sean could be here.
Sean will be here.
Work on that.
He will be.
And people on the YouTube also. We want to see Charlie McBride from Genghis. I don't know if he lives locally at all. I think he's in Arizona, isn't he?
That'd be awesome. I got to give Charlie a call like that. I figured yesterday was mayhem for him. Yesterday was Charlie McBride's birthday.
Was it?
It was yesterday. At that,
Well, happy belated birthday to Charlie.
I waited. I go, you know what? I bet he's getting so many calls and stuff from ex-players and stuff. So I'm sure everyone, just in case it slipped anyone, if there's ex-players out there, so everybody knows.
You're always invited.
Yesterday was Charlie McBride's birthday.
Yes.
If you want to reach out to him. I didn't yesterday. I told Joni Duff I would, but I go, you know what? I'm going to hold off a day. Sometimes it's kind of like you want to kind of have a connection, a day later.
That is true. We have a lot on YouTube. I'll get this one. John Cook, Eric Crouch on YouTube. Blitzkrieg wants to see Ed Orgeron, your friend.
Ed would be.
Can you imagine Ed here?
Ed and Barry Switzer are having coffee over there.
Tom Osborne.
And Tom Osborne talking.
Solich walks in.
Solich, hey, Frank, over here. Frank, come over here. Barry's over here. And Ed's here. That would be incredible.
That would be the most epic version of Worlds Collide ever seen.
Imagine the photo
that we probably made possible.
The photo of Jake and those four. That'd be great. There's a picture of Jake, and who's he with? It was Ed Orgeron and Switzer,
Solich,
Tom, and Solich.
Yeah. Is that Hoiberg in the background? Yeah, that's Fred over there.
That's Fred. He's in the background.
Cable guy on the left.
Never
heard that song? Over there too.
You ever heard that song? I went to a garden party, and it's they talk about
yes,
all the people that were in attendance at.
We'd never forget this.
You would never forget this. Yes,
the most epic day ever. That is an unbelievable roll call, sponsored by our friends.
That's one of our fun. That's a fun roll call.
Madsen's Bowling Village.
Sarah.
Go see Sarah.
Sarah will be here.
Oh, she'll be here. She's
Sarah
the spirit animal of Lincoln. Madsen's is great to go all days of the week, but the weekends especially, it's a party. And I told you.
Are they poking again this weekend?
I think polka is this weekend. Now, I told you I went 2 weeks ago, and it was decked out with Christmas trees and lights. Like, they are festive already. But they are also respecting Thanksgiving with a big turkey in there, too.
Yeah.
So, Madsen's is the place to be, just south of 48th in Holdridge in Lincoln.
I would love a list. Breakers, send them in if you get a chance. I would like a list of places that have Christmas lights up year round. In like a lot of lounges have Christmas lights up year round, and that's cool. When you walk into a lounge, there's Christmas lights up. That fires a dark lounge, very dark, kind of like one of those places where you're like, oh, this is kind of sweet.
Yes, well, yeah. they got that figured out there.
Yes, very
much.
Madsen's
Bowling Village. Go see Sarah, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Jake, you look startled.
Well, there's a phone call. You want to take a call now, Bill, or not?
Oh, well, is it Barry Switzer?
It's not Barry Switzer.
Okay, but that's your call, Jake. You run this show. I just fill in.
Okay, we'll take a quick call. Alex is on the line. Alex, you're on early break. You have something to tell Coach Busch this morning. What do you got, Alex?
Yeah. Hey, Busch. I work over here at Nebraska Westland, and I know our football coach recently retired after 30 years.
Coach Keller, great friend.
Yeah. I was just wondering what it's going to take to get the Bill Busch to come coach us back to prominence. Come back to the alma mater.
Well, Alex, I appreciate the phone call. That's very kind of you. And I'm all about getting Nebraska Wesleyan back. We had a fortunate run when I was playing there for a conference championship. There's been playoffs and playoff wins, so there's been a lot of success there. So I'm very excited to see what happens. And who knows? You never know what happens. Maybe there'll be a conversation one day.
You never know
of what happens at Nebraska Wesleyan. But like I said, one thing that we'd like to start off with is I'd like to bring the Plainsman name back, and I don't know if they're going to.
That's priority one.
That's priority one.
You do that, we're talking.
And I want to bring back the Wyoming gold and brown uniforms. I want people wearing a brown uniform. That would make me happy again, Alex. It'd be better times. I'd have to have the probably the number one thing I'd have to have happen is Schmuddy would have to coach the DBs through September. And that's like he did when he was, just remember that Jerry Schmuddy was the head basketball coach, and he coached the DBs at Wesleyan through September. And then Jerry just kind of tell us after one of the games, hey, I'm out.
You gotta go.
Hoops practice is starting tomorrow. And then that was the last we saw of Jerry. But that's like,
see you next year, Jerry.
See you next year, coach. Can you imagine? Hoiberg is the special teams coordinator until like mid-September.
I gotta go.
Hey, I gotta go. We got the Big Ten season starting.
You guys got this covered.
You guys
right?
got this.
You good?
You guys got. I mean, God. What is Fred doing out there at that? Well, he's coaching he's coaching the safeties. It'd be gold. So, but big fan of Nebraska Wesleyan. Big fan of Coach Keller, who retired after that. I told him the other day. I said, Coach Keller. I know he's the head coach forever. So, Coach Keller, think about this. Is just retired a week ago. He was coaching at Nebraska Wesleyan before I was in attendance. Before I went to Wesleyan in college,
long duration.
Back in the 80s, he was there. I'm like, you imagine he was gone for a year or two, I think. But my point is, he drove to Nebraska Wesleyan for like 40 straight years to work at the same school. Pretty cool. But Alex, thank you for calling in.
Yes, thank you, Alex. It's very kind, very flattering. To ask Bill to be the head coach of Wesleyan. There is a game tomorrow to be played in Penn State College. Let me check and see if the spread has changed, though. It was 9.5 all week long.
I figured that was just to kind of get things going, and it was going to drop. What did I say, 6.5? As 6 and a hook, it would go off at.
Okay, if you're close. It has dropped. It is still at Penn State 7.5 this morning. That is the current spread.
I think it goes off
Saturday.
At 6.5 on Saturday.
Okay. Now, Matt Rule was at the podium yesterday. And
what do you got for us?
Here's the thing. Now, we have discussed a little bit about this on the show, but he does not like 2 bye weeks. And he talked about yesterday because he had a bye week, obviously, in late September, and this one now last week. Here's Matt Rule about having 2 bye weeks.
Just think it makes for a long season, and so, but there's 2 of them. And so we just try to attack one way and the second one a little bit different way. And so I told them, like, we played 4 games, we had a bye, and then we had a run of, I guess, with 5 games. And so that 5 games in the Big Ten, that takes a toll on you, right? And so this bye week came at a really, really good time. And, but yeah, it's like playing this week at night, whatever they give me. I've learned that no one actually asks for my opinion. So though I love to give it, but no. So it's just whatever it is.
Now, when we address the bye week, Bill, you obviously it's important to have it, but you thought it's important more in September, October, or do you like it in November? If you're a coach,
I would. My take on the last one was you just played a game with a true freshman, and you came in and you played well on both sides of the ball, special teams, everything played well. Sometimes you want to keep playing. There's never a time like right now. Help me again. Is it the Fagers?
Prager? Braden Frager.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Frager wants to play tonight.
Absolutely, and he's going to.
He's not thinking like that. You know what I need right now? I'd like to get about a week off and just kind of get myself. I want to shoot now, and so that's kind of what happened. When you're playing well like that, you got, hey, anytime you're on a roll, you want to keep going. There's never a time it's like going like you have your best golf game ever. You're not going like, glad I played that well. Now I'm going to shut it down for a couple weeks.
I'm playing tomorrow.
I'm playing tomorrow.
Absolutely.
That's what you're looking for when you're never a time. It's like when you need a time off. Usually, sometimes is like if I'm a golfer, if I'm on tour, and you just had like 2 missed cuts. Then like I need a timeout.
Yep.
I need to
I'm good with
reboot.
this break
I
here.
don't need a timeout when I just have rolled off 4 rounds in a row and won the tournament.
Stay hot.
It's like, oh, you know what I need now? I need a bunch of time off. It's like, man, when you're in a groove. So there is something about being in a groove, and that Nebraska was in a little bit of a groove at that time. Probably the one advantage might be that you flew to UCLA, then you got to go to Penn State. Sure. And so coming back from that game and then having to go back out. But no, you kind of want to have things going a little bit. But you like it. Ideally, I'm going to take it about week 6 to 7.
So early October.
Yeah, mid to early October. That's when I like it. And after that's like, hey, here we go again. Because the 2 is kind of odd how it plays out.
One more from Rule in terms of how the extra week helped TJ Lateef get ready for tomorrow's game.
When you're the 2, you watch the other guy do some things, and then you kind of go out there and you can do them. When you're the 1, you're the first. You have to execute. You have to go out there and you have to produce, and everyone's watching you, counting on you. So, I think the one main thing I'll always say is I think since the day TJ's gotten here, he's done a good job of, learning, listening, being coachable, and so. What he did last 2 games ago, he'll do this week as a product of all of that. But yeah, certainly another week just of, hearing play calls, being the first guy up. I think it certainly has helped him.
Now, don't forget, Bill, his first time starting UCLA, his first drive was smooth. They scored a touchdown against UCLA going back home. I'm curious again, tomorrow night, if it looks the same, that'd be impressive to have 2 straight games, opening drives, look smooth and score touchdowns. That'd be a hell of an achievement for Lateef.
Yeah, it'd be a great achievement. Sometimes your first drive is a lot of times you'll see a first drive that goes, wow, that's scripted plays. They feel good about what they're going to call. You can get off script pretty quick if all of a sudden the first play of the game is a holding. So now you're looking at like whatever, 1st and 20. Well, now it's a different play call set. So every time that went on that first drive, everything was in rhythm, meaning the down and distance was always normal. And so that helped him a lot in that case. Now there's a little bit more film on him. So, if you're Knowles, it's like, okay, a little more film on him, see what we're going to do. I just wonder, I'm just sitting there looking at that. Do you think there's a way that Knowles is returning as the defensive coordinator for Penn State? I mean, whoever hires him probably is going to interview him, talk to him. I don't know if he is. So I just go back. It's going to be fun to talk to our media member from Penn State.
Yes.
What is their mindset like? What do you think the coach's mindset is like? How is that going right now? Because no matter how you cut it, they're still 4-6, and they're getting ready like that. They're going, okay, what do you guys have left? We got about 9 days left of this season, and then where do we want to be? How critical is it to get to this bowl game? Most people are going to say the natural answer is it's critical. What is really in that locker room with what's going on during that time and how their prep work is? Because it'd be way different right now if they had 2 losses and they were ranked 14th going, you know what? If they win out, there's a chance they still might make the playoffs. There's a chance right now they're going to go to Detroit for a bowl game at 6-6, or they're going to go to New York City for a bowl game. And so I don't know where their headspace is. Nebraska's headspace has to be way better.
Well, we'll chat with Zach Zako from the lines at 8:00 about all that. But before we get to break, Bill, if you're hungry for breakfast, brunch, or lunch in downtown Lincoln, where would you send the Breakers this morning?
The Bird.
Early Bird is open for you right now all the way to 2 p.m.
Burrow.
at 19th and K with
Talked to him yesterday.
And spacious parking. You did. What did you say?
Talked to him yesterday. We just talked about just life in general, just talked about the hospitality business, what's going on. We talked a little bit about Joe. And, he's back to practicing and what's going on with that. And just different stuff. I talked about the Bengals in general like that. So started off as a early Bird conversation, what was going on with the Bird, and we segued into Bengals football pretty quickly. It was great talking.
If you go there to dine, you can have a variety of breakfast tacos, breakfast nachos, chicken fried steak, which is smothered.
Great job, Jake.
Pancakes, waffles, French toast, and the world famous hash holes.
Hash holes.
Hash holes.
Hash holes.
Stop by today. 19th K. Early Bird open today, up until 2 p.m. When we come back, aging gracefully. I've got one, Bill, I think that you're going to be upset about.
Upset.
Not about you, but about
Jake's jumping
a coworker here.
Okay.
Next, an early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently. Leaves are falling and temperatures are cooling down, but don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Winter leagues begin on December 1st and are open for registration. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker Watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate or team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Book a tee time today or learn more at doubleeagle.golf.
Don't be fooled by the typical holiday ads this year. A new car for your significant other is a dream, but not a likely reality. Why not upgrade the current car you have with a detail? This year's hot item is a gift certificate from Nebraska Auto Detail to make your car look and smell fully refreshed again. We all have clutter and we all make messes, but it doesn't have to stay like that. Give the gift of a clean car this holiday. Buy your certificate at NebraskaAutoDetail.com or call 402-601-5086 for an appointment today.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Buick Farm Outfitters. Farmers, you need to know about Green Eye Spot Spray. With Green Eye, we replace your existing spray boom with a brand new aluminum boom equipped with camera technology that identifies and sprays only weeds and not your crop. The boom comes with 2 spray lines so you can still broadcast residual herbicide while you're spot spraying weeds that are up. Green Eye users in Nebraska are saving a ton of money on herbicides, but that's just the beginning. Learn more at BoyckFarmOutfitters.com. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through November 23rd, enjoy boneless ribeye roast, choice for $19.99 per pound, prime for $29.99 per pound, fresh ham loaf $4.49 per pound, Busch Light 30 racks $17.99 each when you buy 2, and bakery fresh pies $9.99 each when you also buy 2. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
This holiday season, give the gift of good taste with a gift card from Valentino's. During double discount days, double your discount from $5 to $10 free with a $50 gift card purchase. Valentino's handcrafted pizza has been a family favorite for generations, and our gift cards make the perfect holiday gift. And right now, during gift card double discount days, when you buy $50 in gift cards, get a $10 gift card free. Happy holidays from Valentino's.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at Schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
We're on the air.
Back. Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break.
Simple, you are an idiot.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is Friday, and that means it's a great time to head down Highway 6 to Ashland to see Phil
comfortable drive
at Ruhlman Steakhouse. I took the road on Tuesday That is some smooth surface.
The new
there.
asphalt
it
is
is
unbelievable.
smooth.
Yeah.
They're not completely done. They're very close to done. They're almost completely done.
So it must be closer to Ashland. I think it was done all the way to Parker's.
Yes,
right?
it is. Yep.
Yeah.
It is past Parker's. There's a little bit of construction.
Is it the bridge area?
It is the bridge area.
Yeah, I knew it. I'm
telling you, they'll be done within the next week or two. It'll be before early December. That is wrapping up.
But compared to this summer, we've made
it's
huge improvements.
Way better now. Awesome.
Yeah.
So go see Phil and the team this weekend for a wonderful lunch or dinner at Ruhlman Steakhouse, Highway 6 in Ashland. Sip is not here, and I probably misphrased this, Bill. You'd be mad about it. I think you'd be more upset about a coworker, what happened yesterday for Aging Gracefully, sponsored by our friends at Tread Central Tire Pros. Go see Ron and the team.
Ron Preston, the
Portland.
athletic one out of Lyons, is doing a discount for Thanksgiving. I want to make sure.
He is?
Big time discount. Yes, it's the ticket discount. He'll do 24% off. 24% off.
That's a lot of
money.
money.
It's a big deal for him right there. If you reach out to Ron today and get down there, he's doing a heck of a job down there, and it's a palace of tires. And then if you want to talk to him about just some of his athletic prowess, and you'll see when you meet Ron, you'll see I see the athleticism.
You can tell where it was.
You can tell right away.
Just south of Cortland and Highway 70. Tread Central Tire Pros. Okay.
Central.
Aging Gracefully, Bill. Here's the headline.
Okay.
Very simple. Avoid epic fail. Double check the email.
Okay.
Everybody out here in their dog is attempted to get hacked, right? Everybody's trying to spam people and people's money. You would think that the younger generation would be smarter than to click on things, right?
Applied Connect people. Yes.
Our good friend Swim, Nick Sainer, yesterday received an email from a client that had no written word. It was just a file. And he opened the file. I said, Nick, I said, what are you doing? And right away, he got hacked. And his email, like the same thing that was sent to him, was sent to every single contact that he has.
Yes.
They got the same email sent. I had it. I just said, delete. I'm not open. Nick Sainer, at 24 years old, fell for a spam attack on email. I couldn't believe it. I said, Nick, you make fun of people that are old that get these phone calls.
Oh, I can't wait to have Swim come in today.
He won't, and he can't hide from. He cannot hide from. He says, "Yeah, it was embarrassing."
Got him.
We know better than to click on things. If even if it's a contact that's coming through and there's no words, it's just a file. You don't open it. You just delete and maybe email back saying, "Hey, is there a chance you got hacked?" On a separate email chain. Don't open mysterious links or files. This shouldn't even be aging. It should be just common sense.
So what happens now, Jake? What goes?
Well, I think he had to change his password.
I
don't believe that my email is affected. I don't think it affects the system of somebody getting into all of our ticket emails. But I got to be careful. I got to talk to our IT guy. I'll talk to Applied Connect also about this if I have to. But Swim opened up an email and without even thinking, clicked the file. If it's like, if it says, "Hey, Nick, here's a file of something," that might be legitimate, but there's no words. He just clicked on it for the hell of it.
There's a chance someone could get me just out of not thinking, or just I'm not in that
That's
world.
That's why we're aging gracefully, though, Bill.
This helps me. This really helps me. It does. I had to speak at an event the other day, and I was waiting to speak, and I always listen to the people ahead of me. And the whole conversation was about how to secure your emails at this company. It was the whole an hour was spent, and he'd show examples of what to not click on, what is going on. It's almost daily. Excuse me. Have that. Yeah. So it's a lot.
Now, again, every day I get an email or a call. I'm just smart to say, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I think it's just common sense. You just, either you don't answer the spam. It's even your phone says potential spam on it. Click off. If it doesn't have content in the email, delete. Simple as that. Avoid epic fail. Double check the email. Be better.
I like
Swim.
that.
And people, you're putting our station
You're
at
helping,
risk.
but you're helping people out there right now. There's people there's a chance that just think of the people that that would click on that.
Yes.
They're just like myself. I'm not an email person. I mean, I do a little bit on it. And I mean, I'm on it every day at some point of some sort. You do things in the hundreds every day. I mean, your whole life is based off that.
Absolutely.
Mine's not really based off that. I have one or two emails. I have another some other things that I do for another situation, and I do some important emails on that. But that's always, like I said, that's it. But every time I see it, it's very secured. I don't get I don't get a bunch of stupid stuff on it, So
that's how they get you. Is that they hack somebody that so it's coming from like something at theticketfm.com. So you think it's legitimate, but no, that person's been hacked. So you have to. That's why I said double check before you open any email. Simple as that. Avoid epic fail. Double check the email. Swim breakers out there.
Thank you,
this
Jake.
Is for you,
Jake, you're helping
aging
us
gracefully.
I'm excited for Swim to come in now.
Yeah,
I'll be here in about an hour.
I can't wait for you to address this with him.
Yeah,
I can't wait for you to address it with him. When we come back, song of the day, and Derek Bombeck from Visit Lincoln is next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Midwest Bank is hosting our annual Thanksgiving food drive, partnering with local Lincoln schools to provide Thanksgiving dinners to families in need. We hope to provide meals for more than 120 families in our community this year. You can help by dropping off a donation at either Midwest Bank location, 7001 Pioneers Boulevard or 2655 Jamie Lane. Any donation is greatly appreciated. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Buick Farm Outfitters. Farmers, you need to know about Green Eye Spot Spray. With Green Eye, we replace your existing spray boom with a brand new aluminum boom equipped with camera technology that identifies and sprays only weeds and not your crop. The boom comes with 2 spray lines so you can still broadcast residual herbicide while you're spot spraying weeds that are up. Green Eye users in Nebraska are saving a ton of money on herbicides, but that's just the beginning. Learn more at BoyckFarmOutfitters.com. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
If
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
he stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Once again, your song of the day from 1980, I Love a Rainy Night by Eddie Rabbit. 464-568-51 is bad, 10 is good. Texture rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
My first thought when you hear Eddie Rabbit, I really enjoy this song. It's never a song you're like, hey, I hope they play I Love a Rainy Night. That's never, but then you don't turn it off either.
No, you don't.
You don't turn that song off. You just kind of enjoy it. You take it in. But I wonder again, like, okay, Eddie Rabbit, like what's his real name? You know, were his parents Rod and Maureen Rabbit? You know, it doesn't seem like that. So I wonder what made him go with Eddie Rabbit.
I'm going to confirm that for you here.
Yeah, I'd like to know on that to see what that would be. But I enjoy the song. It's a fun song. It's a feel-good song. I don't know if it's not really a walk-up song, but you like to hear it in the background. Always makes you kind of smile. You know the words. I'm totally good with it. It's an 8444.
His real name is Edward Thomas Rabbit.
It really is.
Rabbi.
So they were the Rabbit family.
It's the Rabbit
Imagine being the Rabbit
Father
family.
Roger
Father
Rabbit.
Roger Rabbit. Oh, God. Yeah, that'd be incredible. Yeah, I didn't think they were the Rabbits. I did not see that coming.
844, Bill, for you?
What's that?
844?
Yeah.
What do you think Sip would have that?
Sip would be a little down on it. He'd be in the sixes. He'd be like going, He'd be kind of, don't hate it, don't this. I'm saying he's about a 6'2". I'm going to say
Birthday
Rudy
boy?
somewhat likes it 701.
5'8". He says, "This is not me prepping for my birthday plans."
Yeah,
sadly.
so before you go out tonight, you're not playing
I love a rainy night.
Someone play I Love a Rainy Night by Eddie Rabbit.
Right. Blare it too.
Run that back.
Well, we are joined in our studio by our
Who's
good
here?
friend Derek Bombeck, Director of Sports for Visit Lincoln. Derek, good morning. It's country music. You gotta like that, don't you?
You know, it's a good song. It's not great. We talked about that.
You were singing it. I saw you singing.
I would not turn it.
All right.
It's not exactly a lyrical explosion.
No, it's not.
So luckily you can memorize the words pretty quick. So yeah, I mean, that's a 7-8. So
7-8. I saw you singing that.
Hey, it's a good start to the song.
Hey, 7-8's a good score. I have no problem with that.
7-8's fine. Yeah.
Some ratings here before we move on. Cody 8-9, Nebraska Knoll 4-6 on YouTube. Bolt 7-5, Lance 3-7.
Really?
The spreadsheet up in go by the spreadsheet now. 864.
Told her she texted in just this is the spreadsheet.
Now she just said the spreadsheet 864.
She does a spreadsheet for us on
For
our Big
power
Ten
rankings.
Big Ten
Amazing.
power rankings. She's kept every one.
I love it. White Sharpie 7-2. Duke for Governor 6-9. Stanton Bennett 7.8. Derek 6.95. Bill and Bennett 7.45. Husker Rick 8. Sandmaster 7.8. Doug and Idaho 8.3. That is song of the day is I Love a Rainy Night by
I like it.
Eddie Rabbit.
Is it
from
supposed to rain?
1980. No. I don't know.
Is
I
it
just
not?
like the song.
Okay.
Well, tonight it is supposed to.
I thought it was supposed to be a
I
little.
was just gonna say I thought it was supposed to. I thought
thought it
Jake
It's
was
supposed to
tying,
rain today.
So
so
like
Jake
during
was
the
tying
day.
this together.
Ken Shimmick Jr. over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
Yeah, I think it's-
forecasting now for us.
I'm seeing rain expected from 8 to 10 a.m. in Lincoln today.
Bombi will be here next Wednesday.
You will.
think
For,
so?
It is my goal to get
Yeah.
Big C back in this studio. It's been far too
tell
long.
him there's going to be
so-
donuts, so he
Yeah.
could pass
He
that
likes
up.
There we
Right?
go. Yeah.
Donuts
So get a photo with McSafety.
and Missing Tooth Craig. Well, Derek is here because he tells us about all things Lincoln.
All things.
This week and upcoming. Derek, things are busy. I was talking about last night. It was busy downtown Lincoln with the Shop the Blocks and the concert. So Lincoln was busy last night. It's always busy here, though.
It's always busy. That's the job. That's the goal.
That's the job. That's the goal. I like that.
So
You tell your wife that every day. That's the job. That's the goal. See you later. As you exit out the house, I can just see you exiting out the house, walking out on your hands.
There you go.
You can
Walk
do
it
that.
out, down the steps. Yep.
well, Derek, tell us off the bat here about Dynasty Combat Sports.
Yeah, you talked about a busy night last night at Pinnacle Bank Arena with the big concert going on. Well, they have switched that entire arena to be a combat sports competition for tonight. So the 2025 season's beatings is going to take place at Pinnacle Bank Arena tonight with doors opening at 6:30. The main event will feature 8-time UFC veteran Derek Minner in the professional lightweight bout. You're also going to have a lot of local fighters on the card from Lincoln, Omaha, Hastings, Wahoo, and Crete. So check out the information on pinnaclebankarena.com and purchase your tickets and get downtown tonight.
8-time UFC vet Derek Minner going to be there.
Yeah.
Dynasty Combat Sports.
There you go.
Yeah, they had to change the entire thing up. Last night concert to this. A lot of work at PBA.
A lot of work.
They do a lot of work.
Working hard.
Tim Savone and the crew at PBA do great work.
I'm going to say right now that things aren't quiet over there.
No.
Things
Right-
are moving
right
right,
now?
now.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no one sitting around
They
going like
probably
that.
just got the load out of the concert
Yeah.
and heading to wherever their next show.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden these octagons are coming in and
Yeah.
setting up the tables, chairs, and VIP rows. And
VIP rows.
Yeah. I'm sure DP will probably be there.
No, he's going to Penn State.
Oh, well, there
he
you go.
would be if he wasn't going to
He
Penn
would be,
State.
yeah.
It would be, yes.
Next up, hey, Monday, Tuesday, very busy in the city with NSAA football championships, Derek.
Yes, we are finally wrapping up the NSAA Fall Championship Series. The 2025 state championships are going to take place November 24th and 25th at Memorial Stadium. You have D1, D2, and B going on Monday, and C1, C2, and A on Tuesday. The game times are at 10:15, 2:45, and 7:15 each day. So check out nsaahome.org for all your ticket information, game information, the matchups. It should be awesome. The weather's going to be a little murky too.
Oh,
so.
what is it? Well, let's get the forecast.
Murky.
Yeah.
Explain.
Yeah.
Give it to us.
The Tracy, our services coordinator, said it's supposed to be a chance of like snow, rain, slush on those days. So
Well,
she could have been
I'm
lying
not
to me
trying
too.
to push back on Tracy
Okay,
here, but
okay.
I'm seeing there's a chance of rain all day Monday, but a
Okay.
high of 55.
Oh, no slush.
Tuesday 49. So just
That's
maybe
just
a little
gonna be
chilly.
that's gonna be a good little.
That's
state
not bad.
football. That's good state football.
Yeah,
weather
that's
there.
not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday.
We don't get any cold weather anymore.
No.
We've only had one frost. We've had one.
It's still
Driving today. It's almost Thanksgiving.
It
and
is
it's
Keep
weird.
running those sprinklers.
Yeah,
Everybody.
keep them going.
It
don't
is.
even think about it. Run them all year. Go on Christmas Day.
Year round.
God,
It is.
I got to
not.
mow.
Get the slip and
I
slide
2
out.
times ago, I go, finally, I'm done mowing. No, I'm not.
Nope. Grass
no,
won't
I'm
stop
not.
growing.
They'll never
He
stop.
mowed on Christmas morning,
Mowing
Bill.
Christmas morning was like,
the hell is that?
64 degrees.
Bill's out
Mowing.
In shorts.
Merry Christmas. Christmas. Love you guys.
Check your stockings. Next up, Derek, the Turkey Chase go-kart races.
Yeah,
Whoa,
we have
I'm intrigued.
something
Hang
for
on
everyone.
here.
We got something for everybody. So come out to the Sandhills Global Event Center November 28th through 30th for the 19th annual Turkey Chase go-kart race. This event's going to feature 3 days of packed and thrilling junior and adult competitions. It's a great way to cap off the Thanksgiving holiday with fun racing for people of all ages. So check out Sandhills Global Event Center for more information on
Sandhills
that.
Global,
and
the
all.
PEDS.
They're doing everything.
That sounds like a lot of
Fantastic.
fun. You said all age. I could do this.
Well, if you get a
could do
go-kart, yeah.
So my question is there any opportunities for the casual fan to get into a go-kart?
I'm going to guess not unless you make
Okay.
some very close friends with somebody out there. And
Okay,
they
we
don't
can
mind
talk.
you.
We can chat.
Okay.
But yeah,
We have breakers that have go-karts.
I'm sure there are.
I want to do that.
Greg, Missing Tooth Greg's got to have a friend.
Oh,
that
he
has a
does.
go-kart.
He probably has one
go-kart.
himself.
If you have a go-kart,
Yeah.
bring it down next Wednesday. I'd love to see it. Let's just bring it, whip around.
It is perfect.
Just
Get
whip
in
around
time
the
to
block.
tune it up
Yeah.
the Wednesday and start racing
bring it down.
Friday, Saturday,
Yeah.
Sunday.
And now you're talking there. Last thing,
awesome.
Derek. The red hot Nebraska men's basketball team is 5-0. They play tonight in KC against K-State, but they have upcoming home games also.
Yes, it was in the garage all night, finishing that game up last night. But check out the Husker men's basketball team as they continue the great start to the season. They're going to take on Winthrop, who actually had a very close loss against Arkansas
Was Arkansas? Who
2
was it?
nights ago.
Yeah.
A
People
1
did-
point
let me
loss. That was a great game. But yeah, they're going to take on them November 25th at 7:30 p.m. and then South Carolina Upstate on November 29th at 1 p.m. So obviously all games are at Pinnacle Bank Arena. Check out Huskers.com for all the Husker men's and women's sports this fall and winter.
Winthrop, yeah, they did lose 84-83 at Arkansas on Tuesday.
Might
So
might not be a pushover game there.
former soccer grams of Greg Marshall before he went to Wichita State. Greg Marshall was at Winthrop. They beat Tennessee as a 15 seed years ago in the tournament.
Jake
Winthrop
knows some history on
basketball.
He
the
pulls out
the
some
knowledge
stuff,
in
yes.
that dome
And
when he pulls out.
You did tell us, Derek, that you did have some garage beers last night, sounds like.
Hey, when
The
you got
garage
Husker
was hopping.
volleyball, Husker basketball, and then NFL football going, you got to heat up the garage and get some
I'm a
Big
little
C out
down
there,
that you
so.
missed the best game.
I know.
The game ended on the
Arkansas State,
6-inch line
Louisiana.
in a scrum.
It's not an ESPN. It's the easiest one to access, Derek.
Yeah.
Also, during during the play, Louisiana thought they'd won, which they had won technically, but they hadn't blown the whistle, and so the scrum was still going on, and their whole team was running on the field.
Oh,
and there and Butch Jones is going nuts, and Rudy has it pulled up. So when you leave here,
Yeah, go
you got to watch Butch Jones leaving the field. It's incredible.
Derek, last thing. Huskers win tomorrow or not? in
Yeah, what do
Happy
you got
Valley?
for us?
You're
Oh.
the expert here.
They have to win. I'm the eternal optimist. So, yeah, let's go 24-21.
Okay.
Huskers.
24-21, a very specific,
Yeah.
no odd scoring.
Oh,
Yeah, I agree with you. It's 7-3 versus 4-6, and me and Sipples broke the numbers down. It's not good for Penn State.
Not ideal.
They don't have good, not just the wins and losses. It's like this. Everyone runs the ball against them.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone runs the ball against them. So that's Nebraska runs the ball well. At least we have one guy runs the ball well.
that one guy.
Well, one
yeah.
guy runs the ball well. Overall, their numbers aren't great.
Yeah.
They're 13th in the Big
Thank
Ten.
God
in
for Emmett
rushing.
Johnson.
But Emma Johnson's running the ball very well. And now they have an athletic running quarterback, too. So it should be a 200-yard plus rushing game.
Let him eat.
Will you be in the garage for this game tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Derek, always good stuff. Thanks for the time. We'll chat with you in a couple weeks.
Yep.
Derek Bombeck, Director of Sports Visit Lincoln. When we come back, hour 2, Lee Sterling picks the weekend next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Midwest Bank is hosting our annual Thanksgiving food drive, partnering with local Lincoln schools to provide Thanksgiving dinners to families in need. We hope to provide meals for more than 120 families in our community this year. You can help by dropping off a donation at either Midwest Bank location, 7001 Pioneers Boulevard or 2655 Jamie Lane. Any donation is greatly appreciated. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
Rick Heyman here from Sauter Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sauter Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sauterheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one, all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Buick Farm Outfitters. Farmers, you need to know about Green Eye Spot Spray. With Green Eye, we replace your existing spray boom with a brand new aluminum boom equipped with camera technology that identifies and sprays only weeds and not your crop. The boom comes with 2 spray lines so you can still broadcast residual herbicide while you're spot spraying weeds that are up. Green Eye users in Nebraska are saving a ton of money on herbicides, but that's just the beginning. Learn more at BoyckFarmOutfitters.com. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at HamiltonIsBusiness.com.
Fight fans! Dynasty Combat Sports returns to the Pinnacle Bank Arena on Friday, November 21st for a massive night of cage fighting action. UFC veteran Derek Minner headlines as he faces Missouri's Jacob Ritchie. In the co-main event, Lincoln's Nate Morrow battles Ashton Caniglia, with Sean Lindgren and Jeremy Small throwing down in the featured pro bout. Local prospects Easton Edmond, Boudin, and Andrew Huffman lead the amateur side. 16 total fights are set for another electric night in the cage. Tickets available now at Ticketmaster.com or the arena box office. Fight card subject to change.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers.
So-
I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Friday. Steve Sipple in the air on the way to State College. Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch with
College.
you here within the studio. Hour 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane, also at 70th. And Pioneers. And what does Shin-Daddy have going on today? It's Steve Sterling Day, right?
Steve Sterling
How can I
Day,
forget?
easy money day. He was disappointed last week. He didn't know he made any money. It was a wash, 2 for 2. That was one of his only non-winning weekends. But here, UTSA, Jake, they've never lost in conference. I think they are in Conference USA now, or the American now. They were in Conference USA, but their head coach has never lost a home conference game. He's 24-0 in conference games.
Hello.
24-0 in conference games in Conference USA and the American. But anyway, East Carolina comes to town. East Carolina's favored. It was 3 and a hook. You might want to check that, Jake. But either way, Shin-Daddy's taking East Carolina to beat UTSA for the first time ever in conference play. So he's taking East Carolina. They were minus 3.5 yesterday. Not sure what that is right now. The next game is
East Carolina is a 2.5-point favorite.
What's
at
that?
UTSA.
2.5. So
East
still
Carolina, yep.
take East Carolina and the points on that. Georgia State at Troy. Georgia State at Troy. It was 11 and a hook yesterday. 11 and a hook. Troy.
10.5.
10.5. Still taking Troy. The numbers on both these have gotten better for Shin-Daddy. Taking Troy at 10 and a hook. Then we have Coastal Carolina at South Carolina. South Carolina was favored by 23 and a hook.
Now it's 24 and a hook.
24 and a hook, even better. Take Coastal Carolina. Take Coastal Carolina. Too many points. And the one that's not, he does a lot of off the grid games. Tennessee at Florida is not really off the grid. Tennessee was a 4.5 point favorite. I'm sure what that is or not, Jacob. It's still 4.5.
Let's see, Tennessee 4.5. Yep,
4.5. But take the Vols. Take the Vols. His theory on that is that Florida played incredibly well last week against Ole Miss. The two games before they played incredibly well against Georgia, then they fell off the world against Kentucky. So even though this is at the Swamp, he's still going with Tennessee. That's his 4 picks for the day.
Thank you to Steve Sterling, Shin-Daddy up in Creighton, college football expert, among many other things. We are now joined by our good friend Lee Sterling, Paramount Sports. Lee, good morning. How are you today?
I'm good. They stopped all our momentum. The Dolphins,
I know.
With
2 straight wins and now a bye week. We got to wait till next week to watch the Dolphins and the Saints and then the Jets. A good path to 6 and 7, and then we'll see what happens after that, Lee. But at least it made December potentially interesting or entertaining.
Right.
So
maybe semi entertaining.
But it just kind of makes you mad because, again, this team lost to the Browns. They lost some games they could have won easier earlier that they wouldn't be in the situation, and now they're winning games when basically their season is still effectively over. They can make the playoffs, but they have like a 2% chance. So it's just trying to play for pride right now. Just frustrating. Typical Dolphins football, Bill.
I'm frustrated with you, Jake.
Lee was 3-2 last week on his picks. Let's get to him, Lee, in the SEC starting off. Oklahoma, off of a massive win against Alabama last week, 7.5 point favorites against Missouri. Can they follow up a big win with another big win, Lee?
Well, that was incredible. Defense showed out in Tuscaloosa and shut down that offense here. Here's what's crazy about college football. If Texas A&M doesn't come back and beat South Carolina, I think the story last week would have been Ahmad Hardy rushing for 300 yards against an SEC opponent. Incredible. 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. I think this kid's going to be a high draft pick. He is getting better and better. And Oklahoma, I think they're going to have a tough sled in here because Missouri's defense, 3 turnovers last week. They've already faced dual threat quarterbacks from Texas A&M and Vanderbilt. I don't think John Mateer is going to, all of a sudden stress them out too much here. Missouri's one of these teams that go 5-0, 6-0, and then they end up 8-4 every year. So I think the pressure is off them. They've been close in a couple games against top 25 teams. I think they finally break through here. I'm going to put half my money on Missouri plus the points and half on the money line here, sprinkled on the money line. I think they might pull the shocker. They're here this weekend.
What you got for a score, Lee?
24-20.
24-20, Missouri.
I like this call.
Oklahoma. Okay, big win for Missouri, even with all the rumors of Eli Drinkwitz possibly moving on to a different school. Next, the drink. Up next in the Big Ten, Lee, Oregon. Big matchup. Ranked teams, Oregon 9.5-point favorites against USC, who had the big comeback win against Iowa last week and trying to stay alive in the playoff. This is a big probably elimination game for the playoffs, Lee. Does Oregon get it done as 9.5-point favorites?
Past years, USC's defense was Charmin soft, horrible. Just run right through them. This year, had to play 5 teams who I think are pretty tough in the trenches, and that's Notre Dame, Michigan, Iowa, Nebraska, and Northwestern. They won 4 of the 5 games here. So the question here is who's going to maybe hit on some big plays? The Ducks used to do it all the time, but they're down 3 of the top 4 receivers since the start of the year. So when you normally have at least 1 or 2 big plays a game, you score 60, 70, 80-yard touchdown, then you got to go, 8, 10, 12 plays, more chance for penalties, more chance for turnovers. I think this is a one-possession game here. I have the Ducks escaping 28-25, but I think 9.5 points is just too much.
28-25 Ducks, close game this weekend in the Big Ten. Up next in the Big Ten, our game is down to 7.5 Penn State favorites over Nebraska. This is 4-6 Penn State against 7-3 Nebraska. Lee, the spread at one point was 10.5 early on. Now it's dropped down. Were you surprised at how big the spread is, and what's your play in this game?
Well, I think the line should be maybe 6.5, 7. So I'm going to take a different approach here.
Okay.
So I think this is a better way to attack this game. That's what's great about gambling. You can go on a team and against them back-to-back weeks. You can play sides. You can play totals. You can play player props. So we have 2 quarterbacks, T.J. Lateef and also Ethan Grunkmeyer. These 2 guys were not expected to play. Last week, Penn State only threw 13 passes. That's it. 13 pass attempts. They are going to run the football. They want to get Allen the record, the single season on the career rushing record. Also like to pad Singleton stats here, and that's what they do best. Nebraska, when they throw the ball, not that much. Usually, throw it to the backs. They throw it, flanker screens. Not going to push the ball down the field much. Total's 45. I made this total 41.5. I'm going under. I'm going under 45 total points. Hint, this might be a game for my clients here this weekend too.
Okay, that's a tease right there. Bill.
It is a tease. I couldn't agree more. This game is going to be. It's going to go fast. It's going to this game. All of a sudden you look up and say, "Well, it's halftime." Huh? I'll be damned. It's about over because no one's going to be in a hurry. They're going to huddle, right, Lee? They're going to take their time.
Right.
And I agree.
So under 45, they're up, joined by Lee Sterling, Paramount Sports. To the NFL, Lee, Bears have won so many close games this year. A lot of nail biters that they've pulled out. They are 2.5-point favorites against Pittsburgh, who may or may not have Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. What's your play for Bears Steelers?
So, good time to let's look at some NFL games because not a great schedule. Here are college games, and this is a game that's interesting. No one thought that Chicago was going to be 7-3 at this point. They're winning close games, also doing it sometimes with special teams. They're hot and cold. Chicago special teams. Their kicker Santos, sometimes good, sometimes not so good. He was on last week. This might be the week he's off. Last week they had a big kickoff return to set up that field goal to win it. Aaron Rodgers, what is he worth to the line here? We're not sure if he's going to play. Mm-hmm. I don't think the line's going to move if he doesn't play. Maybe a half a point. That's it. So Mason Rudolph, one of the better backups here. Aaron Rodgers, how far has he fallen? He used to be worth 7 points. They can play Duck Hodges, and the line may not move here. So I like Chicago to hang in for a while, but this might be the game where Their special teams betrays them, and I think Pittsburgh's defense is better. Chicago's cornerbacks, they hold a lot, they interfere a lot. I think that's going to also be their downfall. Give me Pittsburgh here. Wrong team favored. Steelers straight up 26-20.
26-20 Pittsburgh. Also, massive game. The Chiefs are trying to stay alive in the playoffs. Again, several weeks ago, but they're 5-5. They're 3-point favorites against the Colts, who are having a great season with Daniel Jones. Lead to the Chiefs get back on the winning column, or is it a potentially 5-6 season through 11 weeks for the Chiefs?
Well, Indianapolis has looked great so far. 8-2 straight up. They have a 2-game lead here in the division play, but 7 games in 7 weeks is a lot of time for bad stuff to happen. Let's look at how they've done against good defenses, top-tier defenses. Number 2 rated Rams scoring defense. They lost that game on the road. Played Denver's number 3 scoring defense. Came out with a 1-point win at home. Then they played the Steelers. Kind of an overrated D, but hot and cold. They turned the ball over 6 times. Now they got to face the number 4 scoring defense and the Chiefs here. At Arrowhead here, they're desperate. 5-5 here. They lose this game. They're already right now, if the playoffs started now, they'd be out of the playoffs with the outside looking in. But what's interesting about the game last week, I thought Patrick Mahomes' balls were flat. His top 3 receivers that he likes to throw to down the field, Hollywood Brown, Rashee Rice, and also Xavier Worthy. Longest reception, those 3 guys, 11 yards. So he needs to get back to his mechanics, and he usually comes back after a rough game here. I like Kansas City. I think it's a great time to back them. Bet them now. It's -3. This line's going to go up to 3.5 to 4. Chiefs, 31-23.
31-23 Chiefs over the Colts. And last game lead back to college in the Big Ten. Iowa, big favorites over struggling Michigan State, 16.5-point favorites.
Right.
Which way do you lean on this one for the spread?
They want to get it for free. Just be one of the first 5 callers. Call 800-400-9741. Give them the Iowa-Michigan State game on me. 800-400-9741 for the Iowa-Michigan State for free. And it's going to be a fun weekend. We're rolling in the NFL on a 33-11-1 run the last 9 weeks in the NFL. Lee's NFL Sunday Golden Ticket. 5 selections every single Sunday for 4 weeks are ready to go now, so you don't have to call me back Saturday and Sunday. Get them now. Get the best lines. Just $197 for 4 weeks, 5 selections every week. Also, guys, a UFC card. We had a rare losing week last week. But we've still won 18 out of 24 UFC cards. Starts at 9 in the morning from Qatar tomorrow morning. And love the card. We have 5 selections plus a bonus selection. Normally it's $55, sometimes $25 or $35. How about this? 5 selections, $5. You heard me correct. 5 selections, just $5. I want to make sure you have a pulse and a credit card. So 5 selections for $5, including a bonus selection, a big underdog we're throwing in also. Just one place, ParamountSports.com. Check out the website. We've got a bunch of other free pick videos. There's some great games going on around the country. So you want to check out all those other free videos, ParamountSports.com.
Lee, always good stuff. Enjoy
Thank
the
you,
Dolphins bye week. We'll chat with you next week.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Take care. Peace.
Lee Sterling, Paramount Sports. The picks to recap here, Bill. Here we go. He says Oklahoma as 7.5-point favorites. They lose to Missouri 24-20.
Could happen.
You thought that could happen?
Yeah, I did that.
After a massive win
remember
over Bama.
their win was big, but their numbers were not good against Alabama.
Barely over 200 yards of offense, right? Something like that.
And agreed. Yes. 211.
24-20. Missouri upsets Oklahoma. Oregon beats USC. Does not cover 9.5. He says the Ducks win
On board with it.
28-25. Oregon did not give a score for Nebraska. Penn State said take the under of 45 in that bowl game.
I couldn't agree more.
Okay, low scoring game. It takes Steelers as 2.5-point dogs, beating the Bears 26-20. Chiefs, he says, as 3-point favorites, beat the Colts 31-23. If you want Iowa, Michigan State, or any other of his picks, call 800-400-9741 or go to ParamountSports.com. Always enjoy having Lee.
Thank you, Lee.
We're going to talk about the Pinewood Derby with him again some point in the future.
We sure will.
Before we get to break, Bill, the 3 words you don't want to hear in IT are what?
3 words that Swim doesn't want to hear. Swim doesn't want to hear this. I've been hacked.
Listen up, Swim.
Swim got
you
hacked.
Have been hacked. We need
Will's
to call
text in. He goes, "Why'd you not let me work with Swim?"
I should.
Will, I don't know. We just thought maybe, yep, that's what happens. Like, you assume things, make an ass out of you and me, and that's
right.
exactly what happened. We assumed some things here, and now we got to bring Will in for this. Will, let us know we can come in for a seminar. We need you here. Thank you.
They're in all 93 counties of the state. They manage all things IT and cybersecurity, Bill, with a 99.8%
retention rate. That tells you that's your money line right there.
If you want a free consultation, it's available to you at appliedconnective.com.
And they will have representation, I've confirmed, at the Thanksgiving Eve party.
No, they will.
Yeah, there will be representation from Applied Connect.
I can't wait to see it. Appliedconnective.com. When we come back, Bill's Thrills, it's Monster Matches next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's No Shave November at Limitless Male. Let the beard grow and lose weight. If extra weight is holding you back from activities, the men's health experts at Limitless Male can help. It's no fun being left out because your weight is holding you back. GLP-1s from Limitless Male will help you drop the weight fast, and you won't be hungry. When you feel good and look good, you'll wonder why you waited so long for a free consult at Limitless Male.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Don't be fooled by the typical holiday ads this year. A new car for your significant other is a dream, but not a likely reality. Why not upgrade the current car you have with a detail? This year's hot item is a gift certificate from Nebraska Auto Detail to make your car look and smell fully refreshed again. We all have clutter and we all make messes, but it doesn't have to stay like that. Give the gift of a clean car this holiday. Buy your certificate at NebraskaAutoDetail.com or call 402-601-5086 for an appointment today.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, and family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apples, chili, vegetable, chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. Holiday meals aren't complete until Führer's cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Trendy or traditional, Gary Michaels Clothiers specializes in men's tailored clothing. Off the rack or custom made to measure, there is simply no better shopping experience. Offering designer furnishings, sportswear, shoes, outerwear, and accessories for a man always concerned at looking his best. With world-class tailoring and personal service, all makes Gary Michaels Clothiers Nebraska's premier store for men. Come visit us now at Village Gardens, south of 56th and Pine Lake Road in Lincoln.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between, we'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Buick Farm Outfitters. Farmers, you need to know about Green Eye Spot Spray. With Green Eye, we replace your existing spray boom with a brand new aluminum boom equipped with camera technology that identifies and sprays only weeds and not your crop. The boom comes with 2 spray lines so you can still broadcast residual herbicide while you're spot spraying weeds that are up. Green Eye users in Nebraska are saving a ton of money on herbicides, but that's just the beginning. Learn more at BoyckFarmOutfitters.com. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320. Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today. A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
This
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for a new way to put your skills to work?
I am.
Explore new options in the fintech industry.
Finance.
At Currency, a Sandhills global company. They have full-time spots in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. Also, 4.5-day work week, attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more today.
Carson will be here for a long time next Wednesday, and that's just your time for the breakers to have a one-on-one with him. So that's going to be a fun event. Get a chance to sometimes might be a little bit hesitant, Jake. Do I reach out? Do I go find him at the stadium at his booth? I don't know. That's a lot going on. This will be a very casual chance, just a chance to introduce yourself to Carson.
Casual.
And get a chance to be able to talk to him just a little bit. Yes.
I can't wait to see Carson. He'll be in good spirits with Thanksgiving coming up after that.
He'll probably be just in a tight T-shirt. Probably because of his fitness level.
His fitness level.
Showing off.
Yes,
exactly.
But in a very kind way.
Excited for him.
GoCurrency.com/careers. It's time for Bill's Thrills. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh,
yeah.
Is it going to be bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break.
As always, Bill's Thrills, sponsored by our friends at Dynert Contracting.
Randy!
The king of remodels for your kitchen, bathroom, whole house, or more. Please call or text Randy at 402-417-5204. Dynert Contracting.
Randy's out and about today, buzzing around, trying to get a lot of things done before Thanksgiving. And obviously, he'll be here for Thanksgiving Eve. Him and Duke will they'll have a booth together. So Duke will be here. And hopefully Danny Nee, too. We've had people have asked for Danny Nee to be here, so we've put a request out to see if he's going to be here. So it might be Randy, Duke, and Danny Nee in a booth.
The same booth.
So we're going to see if that gets that worked out. That would be an incredible time for us. Can I also comment on something, Jake?
Please do, Bill.
I had to go to I worked my way to the front of the line just to ask questions on what's going on, because there are people everywhere here. And so this is like the state, and it's music.
And so all state choirs.
It's all state choir, all state band. So they have all the participant students and also all the educators. So all the band and choir and any teachers from from the entire state are here. And I'm telling you, so I go, well, people are going every direction. They said they're set up all around town.
I can tell.
And then there are people going every direction. It is complete mayhem down here. And that's where we saw the guy with the cello yesterday. Now it makes sense.
From the Hampton Inn.
From the Hampton Inn. So people are coming out of the Hampton. They're coming from the Cornhusker. They're coming from the embassy over here. They're coming from down here from Holiday Inn. So there's thousands of students, and the place is alive.
For a moment, it looked like it was a home game day. There's so many people on the streets.
It looked like a home game day.
People were making their way to tailgates, but they're doing important stuff.
You know what I wish would happen? Wish like one of the way they call them, like a flash mob would break out, and all of a sudden singing would just break out right here. It'd be sweet. All of a sudden, just a choir breaks in.
Put them on the
just
street.
Breaks into song. That would be incredible. If someone's listening, think get a hold of somebody
I
who'd
haven't
love
seen a flash mob forever.
No, it's my sister's dream. Tamara's dream is to be in a flash mob, to do that. Like
she wants to be like the one singing, like involved in the flash, not the one surprised by it.
Not the one surprised by it. She wants to be in it. She wants to organize it and all of a sudden be in it. There's one on Modern Family. They do one and it's incredible.
It is epic.
It's a funny one too. So good seeing. I get a chance to Google that. But my sister would love to. So if someone is thinking about organizing a flash mob, reach out to Tamara because she'd like to be part of it.
Well.
Yeah, big deal. Are we doing Bill Thrills?
We're doing that right now. You ready for that?
Yes, do it.
Hang on.
Jake, you got to do it too.
Surprise. It was the Monster Mash.
The way he does it.
It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in the flesh. They did the Monster Mash.
The way you do that, I don't know what you're doing with your face.
Different than
it's like a British version.
I know.
It's the British version of Monster Mash. And Jake had to look up the words because Jake doesn't know.
Right.
Jake doesn't know the words to Monster Mash. So
I'd rather do that than mumble the wrong
God,
words
there's
again.
some games like that. There's epic
What do we got?
games. We got some good stuff here. So we got today Marty Party tonight, Florida State at NC State. There's still a lot of scuttlebutt with both of those. It's there's so many other things going on in the coaching world. There's still an underlying of commentary on this Florida State maybe back is NC State. Dave Dorn has been mentioned. I'm not trying to jump on the bandwagon of things that's going on, but that has been talked about. Then we have our team playing tonight, and it's going to be epic. Hawaii at UNLV.
I love Hawaii.
So it's like 2 7-2 teams. I mean, they've both got unbelievable rankings. They're up there 6-3, 7-2. So you have an epic game night. Starts at 9:30. Hawaii.
What can you watch?
UNLV.
Is that on TV?
It is on TV, Jake. Check that. It's a very good one. And I think Saturday's matchups
FS1, by the way.
FS1. I think Saturday's matchups are epic. Minnesota Northwestern. Can't get enough of it. Can't wait to see what happens. Who wins that game? Jake, take a pick. Who do you think?
This is at Northwestern?
It's at Northwestern. I think it's on the lake.
I'm taking Northwestern because they know that it gets them to a bowl game. It means more to them. Give me the Wildcats.
Give me the Wild. I like that. Kansas at Iowa State. 2 teams just kind of not even being discussed, not even being talked about. I love both these, both head coaches. I'm a fan of both of them. So I want to see what happens here. This game is extremely interesting. Baylor at Arizona. Arizona, all of a sudden, playing really good football. Went to Cincy and beat Cincy last week. That was a big deal. They're playing good football. They're on a little bit of a roll. This is interesting. Baylor's, if you noticed last night, again, I'm going to take a leave. No, he got fired. He's gone. And he didn't leave on his own. He went from being the AD at Baylor and the chairman of the playoff committee, and a couple days later, he's gone, and you'll never hear from him again.
He was on ESPN 2 weeks ago talking about the
playoffs,
the bracket.
Mac Rose.
Now he's just gone.
He's gone. He did something unsavory. Yep. Yes, and so it's over, and you'll never hear from him again. He won't be like, well, he's the AD now at TCU. Nope, that's not the deal. No, the one we can't get enough of, UConn at FAU. Jim Mora, does he keep winning? Oh, I just love this story that UConn's getting done. Kentucky at Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt has went, no one's talking about them. They're kind of like, they're right there. What's going to happen to Vandy if they go 10-2? Do they get in? Do they don't get in?
A great chance.
The Kentucky, they've got to win. It's not a huge. It doesn't bolster their resume a lot because Kentucky's not been great, but they have to have a win. Who doesn't want to get some Michigan State, Iowa? Who doesn't want to get some Michigan State, Iowa? I think Michigan State kind of geared up for that Penn State game. I think this is going to be Iowa by big. I think Iowa will just crush them. I think Michigan State's tapped out.
This is at Iowa, Bill?
It's at Iowa.
At Iowa. Okay.
I think it's going to be one of those games where Iowa will score on special teams, defense, and offense. They'll be all 3 phases. I can't get enough of Duke, North Carolina. We talked about it. What's going on at North Carolina? is incredible with the head coach, and Duke in North Carolina. Duke last week was playing to still get into the playoffs, have a chance at the playoffs, and now it's like, well, not really that. Now you're 5-5.
We're in a bowl game.
In a bowl game. It says, hey, we can still go to the playoffs. We might not even go to a bowl game.
Yeah.
So what goes on at that? Also, what will the crowd be like? Duke, North Carolina football. I don't see much. I don't see it being much of a crowd because I think UNC is completely checked out on Belichick.
Are they 4-6?
They're 4-6.
Yeah, they got to win.
They got to win out. K-State at Utah. Love to see it. K-State went down to Oklahoma State, and I think they won 14-7.
You're right.
I think it's 14-7. I mean, scored 14 against Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State
atrocious.
right now. Oklahoma State's usually giving up 14. They're giving up usually 21 in the first quarter.
Yeah, they have been.
Yeah, and they hung in there for it and made it a game. Michigan, Maryland. Want to see it. Want to see what happens.
Locks is back.
I love this one. James Franklin want the job? I do not. Okay, Locks, you're okay. You're good.
Bring it back.
Get Locks.
This guy ain't nobody.
Someone yell at Locks. He turned it down. Get him back in here. Illinois and Wisconsin. Can't get enough of it. I want to see what happens with this.
You going to watch that game?
Because here's the thing. What if Wisconsin wins and they have 2 wins over ranked teams? What if Wisconsin wins and they get 2 wins over ranked teams?
The team that almost didn't score for 3 straight weeks. They
scored 1 touchdown in the 4. They went 13. Was it whatever it was 13? 11 quarters without scoring.
Yep.
11 quarters without scoring a point, and they could maybe potentially win.
Field goal or like a safety, nothing at all.
Cal Stanford. The band's on the field. The game. It was called The Game. That was the game.
So
that was when the band was on the field. That was the 80s, and that happened. Yes. And so Cal Stanford. I'm going to say you're looking, even though it's Cal Stanford, and that is a epic Pac-12, old Pac-12 rivalry. Still thinking you're looking at right around 1,400 to 1,500 fans. No one at
not
the
even
game.
2,000.
Not even 2,000. No. BYU at Cincy. Cincy has to rally. BYU's got to win out to get to the championship game of the Big 12, and Cincy still has a shot also to be in that spot. But they've got to win. If they beat BYU, they still have 2 losses in conference play, but they got the tiebreaker then over BYU.
BYU 2.5-point favorite in that game.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Cincy's got to win that game. Washington at UCLA, can't get enough of it. I want to see what it looks like. Is UCLA just? I mean, remember the storyline? UCLA, this is unbelievable. Now it's not even talked about. It's like, oh man, are they bad? And they were bad. And you go back and think it's like, well, they beat that unbelievable Penn State team. Not really. Then who'd they beat? Michigan State. And then they were tied with Maryland to the very end. And so it's like, okay, maybe not so much.
They drank a Red Bull, got the initial jolt, and then now it's all worn off.
It just doesn't hold. Now it's right back to, well, why'd you guys lose before? We weren't very good. That's what it was. That's why New Mexico rushed for 300 yards against them.
We had 3 games of Red Bull jolt, and it's all gone.
I want to get some of that Utah State Fresno 9:30 late. Can't get enough of that game. There's some monster mashups that are just
that's good. That's a good
be fun. Be fun to watch. The reason you have of like why are there so many non-games? This is generally this is the SEC week of no games.
Yeah,
so they have all those games, which people are losing their mind. How is Mercer playing in SEC? How all these teams playing this? Well, this is all gone because they're going to 9+1 next year. So 9 means 9 conference plus 1 non-conference. So this is now not happening anymore. And like I said, we're right at the end of the season. This is the highest point. And you have all those non-games in the SEC, but that's over. That's not going to happen anymore.
You know, I think of all the games you mentioned, Bill, the one I'm most pumped for is tonight, Hawaii UNLV. I mean,
can't wait to see it.
Hawaii is 7-3. UNLV is 8-2. This is a 9:30 kick on FS1. You'll be up till past midnight watching football.
How much
fun. A good game.
I'm going to tell you right now, if myself, Jake Sorensen, let's see, who else are we going to have there? Seth Durant from the bottoms, maybe.
I can bring them all over.
Steve, and then Joe.
Joe
Perez. And we're all in Vegas for the weekend. And tonight's like, Shay, should we just walk over and catch that
God.
that UNLV game? It'd be insane.
You don't think
imagine
you should
sitting
do
there.
it.
Imagine the seats we would have at the 50-yard line. What's it cost? What's StubHub
I'm looking
saying?
right now.
Imagine getting unbelievable seats. We're sitting there watching UNLV Hawaii. And I'd try to find a Hawaii sweatshirt, a hoodie. I'd want to wear a rainbow hoodie.
Yeah, I'd be wearing Hawaii.
I'd be Hawaii.
I'm seeing $49 is the cheapest ticket right now, which is fine.
I bet you could get in better than that.
That's per a Vivid seat.
Yeah, I've got a hard time thinking trust me, there's going to be thousands of empty seats. I bet you can get him better than that.
I would gladly.
But
also,
that's not that crazy expensive either. $50 for a ticket.
For that game?
For that game, it'd be awesome.
I would gladly build Don a Hawaii Warriors sweatshirt or some sort of attire. They deserve it. They're 7-3. Timmy Chang getting it done.
Chang.
I love it.
Yeah.
That is once again the Monster Mash.
To my surprise, he did the Monster Mash.
The British Monster Mash.
It was the graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. They did the Monster Mash.
We gotta see if we get Lee Sterling to do it.
I would.
Lee, would you do
Lee
Monster
is
Mash?
an entertainer.
Would you do Monster Mash with us? We should have brought Rudy in. Should have had Rudy come in on his birthday and do it for Sip. That'd have been good. Rudy, would you know the words to Monster Mash? He knows it.
He knows that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely he does.
Well,
yes.
We still have a surprise for Rudy in the 8 o'clock hour that he also has made it for himself. So it's kind of a surprise for the Breakers.
Yes.
So before we get to do the game show, I saw this, Bill. This goes back to yesterday real quick. We brought up tetherball yesterday with Shin Danny, right?
Yeah. What's that?
You brought up
tetherball? Yes.
This is Brian. He says, our grade school in Kansas had a waiting line for both Foursquare and tetherball at recess.
That's incredible.
Back
now,
in the day.
I'll say this. I would play it today. If there was a Foursquare league, I would play Foursquare right now.
That'd be fun.
That'd be fun. I would love Foursquare. That game was epic. I want to be part of that. I'd love to be part of that. And I watched it twice more. I watched the end scene of that you sent us of Napoleon Dynamite. It was one of the best scenes they're playing tetherball. And at the end when he's just whipping the ball, the tetherball.
And he goes like this.
Yes,
the end.
So there's been a question. Keith Mann has brought the question up. Will there be a tetherball set up anywhere for here and maybe right out front?
Make that happen.
Can someone bring it? Is there anyone that has a portable tetherball that in the concrete of wheel?
I know that my neighbor could bring his down. The one I never plays tetherball at his house. So
can we set that up on? Would the city of Lincoln be upset if we set up outside here for maybe a little bit of tetherball
for 3 hours?
Just for 3 hours. We're not trying to cause permanent. We're not trying to cause a big problem here. It'd be nice.
You could strap it to the light pole right now.
Yeah, it'd be kind of nice.
Do that if we wanted to.
Tetherball, our own tetherball. Thank you.
Also, Grant says he's made it big time if he's getting invited to Vegas with us. He says that on the text line.
Of course. Will he be there on Wednesday?
Oh, okay. Yes. Grant/Durant will be in the building.
Who's he bringing with him?
Maybe Duke might bring his son.
This is important. You bring a breaker also. This is Build a Breaker Wednesday also. Next week. Build a Breaker Wednesday. Yes.
Okay. It is time to play the game show. Sip is gone. And so on these days,
think about this.
It's called Good Luck Bill. Now, there's good news and bad news for you, Bill. Bad news is it is not Seinfeld 6.0 trivia today. The good news is it's 90s sitcoms trivia today for you. You loved a lot.
You have to name the sitcom or a character in the sitcom? Or
you'll name the sitcom.
Okay, not good.
I think
I'll be able to describe the sitcom, but I won't be able to say the name of it.
If you think, Breakers, 90s sitcoms, it is not Shut Up Simple. It's Good Luck Bill today. Call us right now.
We're 0-4.
464-5685. Good Luck Bill starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
As Bill said, it is 0-4, the record this week.
I don't know if have we ever been 0-5?
No, not you guys together.
I don't know how many 0-4 we've had. I mean,
no, it's usually 3-2, 2-3,
yeah, we're like
4-1.
Yeah, we've had some. We've won 5. We've never been this bad.
Okay,
and we've kind of been in every one of them.
Yeah,
though. We've been there to the end.
Yeah, this has not been blowout city this week.
No.
It's been close losses. We've got Gonzo. How do you feel about 90s sitcoms today, Gonzo?
Oh, I like that. Yeah, sure.
Okay, well,
Gonzo, where are you? How old are you?
I am your age, 57.
Nice.
All right.
Nice. Gonzo, where are you from, Gonzo? Are you from Lincoln? Are you from Kearney? Where are you from?
Well, I live in Northwest Kansas,
okay.
But I'm originally from South Omaha.
South Omaha. Have you ever been to Dinkers?
I used to live in the house next door to Dinkers.
Oh my God!
I would say yes. Then touch it.
That's it. You can touch Dinkers. Oh man, what a burger they have there! Isn't it incredible?
It is. Yeah. Did you know that Dinker had his own midget football team?
I did not know that. I did not know that.
Steve Sipple would like to know that.
You would love to know that.
I was MVP in 1980.
You were the MVP.
All right.
What was the name of your team?
The Little Dinks.
The Little
Eagles.
Dinks.
Little Dinks
Eagles.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. I like this.
All right.
Thank you.
No lifeline. It's his mano-a-mano here.
Here we
First
go.
question goes
Let's
to you,
dance.
Gonzo. What 90s sitcom features a man moving back to his hometown of Seattle where he lives with his father and works as a radio psychiatrist? You, Gonzo.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
That was the guy from Cheers.
I know it, just so you know.
Frasier.
Ah!
Brilliant.
Frasier's
The only
correct.
one I knew.
That's not true. You got a chance here, Bill. For the tie, Bill, first question. What 90s sitcom features a widowed sportscaster who raises his 3 daughters with assistance from his rock and roll brother-in-law and madcap best friend?
Was this?
I'll give you this show.
No, hang on. Was it in San Francisco?
Yes, it was.
Okay, then it's Full House.
Brilliant.
Some might say gave you a hint there, but
Yeah.
you're on the right path there. 1-1 tie. Back to you, Gonzo, for the lead. What 90s sitcom features the Winslow family that deals with various misadventures, many of them caused by their pesky next-door neighbor, ultra nerd Steve Urkel?
Oh, boy. I remember Urkel.
I remember.
How could you
I
forget
thought
Urkel?
the name of the show was Urkel.
It should have been.
He had the glasses.
He had the,
Oh.
Yeah.
How much time does he get, Jake?
got 5 seconds.
I-
there. 5. 4.
I don't have it. I don't have it. I
No
gotta
guess at
pass.
all?
Yeah, blow that horn, Jake.
Okay, I'll give you the horns.
Yeah, I got to pass. I don't know it.
The show's name is Family Matters.
I wouldn't have got it. Obviously, Urkel, I did know.
This is for the win to avoid an 0-5 week.
Okay,
Bill.
here we go.
What
Gonzo.
80s and 90s sitcom follows the life of Kevin Arnold, recalling growing up in the late 60s and 70s, showing the turbulent social times makes the transition from childhood to adulthood unusually interesting?
I got it, Bill.
Kevin
You
Arnold
better have it.
is the key here.
I can describe that Winnie was his girlfriend.
Yeah.
The Wonder Years.
Oh!
Oh!
And you did it without Sid.
He
Oh,
did it.
impressive.
Wow.
Oh, that was a great show.
Not a winless week. Big
Oh,
win, Bill.
Gonzo,
Very
thank
nice.
you. And the fact that you live right next
Wow.
to Dinkers is something that's just incredible. Now, do you ever get up to Lincoln at all, Gonzo?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I lived in Lincoln for a year, 93, 94, as a matter of fact.
Please stop
So it was
in and
good
see
years.
us. Please stop in. I'd love to get a chance to meet you.
On
Thank
Breaker
you.
Wednesday next week.
yeah,
Please
yeah.
come up.
Are you getting a chance to
Will
be
do.
here? If you're back here for Thanksgiving, please stop in next Wednesday. We'd love to meet you.
Super. Thank
Awesome.
you. Go
Thank
Big
you.
Red.
Nice
Bet.
try. Gonzo, win for Bill. Way to go. What?
It
You
took
were
me a while.
concerned. You're by yourself and you got the
Oh,
dub
God.
today. Well done.
Jake, that was one of your better games. Even if I'd have lost it, I would have said, you know what? That's impressive.
Yeah.
That's I could do that for a lot. And sometimes the show's names weren't really didn't stand out a lot.
No.
I'd love
Like
to see
Family
70s.
Matters? No,
Yeah, Family Matters. That doesn't that name doesn't jump out at me.
No. When we come back, hour 3, we got a special guest from Penn State. Zach
Oh, wow.
Seiko is next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Make Hog Wild the centerpiece of your Thanksgiving feast. Pre-order a 12-pound whole smoked turkey or a 4-pound turkey breast for $55. A 4-pound boneless ham is $50. A complete meal includes your choice of a whole turkey or turkey breast, mashed potatoes and gravy, stuffing, green beans or corn, and a dozen rolls for $130. Pre-order online at GoHogWild.com soon. Quantities are limited. All weights are approximate before cooking. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Ready, set, Ford. Just announced 0% for 66 months with approved credit on all 2025 Ford F-150s at Zollner, Fort Beatrice. Save thousands in finance charges. If your current pickup loan's 4, 5, 6% or more, trade in today and receive 0% for up to 66 months on a brand new 2025 Ford F-150 of your choice at Zollner, Fort Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
Seems like just the other day, I was building my first house. I've seen many changes to our building market in Lincoln. It's been a fun road.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, we hear this a lot where I don't want to live in a cookie cutter home. Well, let's come up with some answers on what we're going to build, where we're going to build it, and what it's going to cost. One thing that we started doing early on was we started building neighborhoods. I'm a firm believer in character in your street and in your neighborhood. I like choice. I like variation. I like maybe something a little bit different in a neighborhood that you don't see in every neighborhood. I think it's great to have choices, its uniqueness, and I think that's what gives a neighborhood character. And I think that's what we've done over the years.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of scattered showers with patchy fog. Otherwise, cloudy skies with a high around 47. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies and calm winds, a low near 34. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies return with light winds. It'll be warmer with a high near 63. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
No Shave November is raising awareness of men's health and prostate cancer. Limitless Male wants you to know low T is real. Low energy, brain fog, belly fat, low libido. Your T levels matter. They affect how you function. If you have symptoms, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel good, you'll wonder why you waited so long for a free consult at Limitless Male.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Greetings, Ebenezer Scrooge here. I've always had the reputation of being a bit down on the holidays, but that's all changed since I discovered Nebraska Lottery Merry Money Holiday Scratch tickets. They're fast, fun, and easy. Scrooge! Oh, there you are. Pardon me. The ghost of Christmas future and I are going to a holiday gathering. I know he sounds a bit gloomy, but once he starts scratching tickets, he's the life of the party.
Top prize odds vary by game.
Midwest Bank is hosting our annual Thanksgiving food drive, partnering with local Lincoln schools to provide Thanksgiving dinners to families in need. We hope to provide meals for more than 120 families in our community this year. You can help by dropping off a donation at either Midwest Bank location, 7001 Pioneers Boulevard or 2655 Jamie Lane. Any donation is greatly appreciated. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
Are you tired of your usual barbershop experience? Stop into Scissors and Scotch today. I know what you're thinking. Drink during a haircut? Don't worry. First comes the precision cut from one of their experienced barbers, followed by your complimentary cocktail in their upscale lounge. Scissors and Scotch blends your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. And now you can earn $10 off by simply mentioning the ticket. And if you're an existing member, still mention the ticket for an exclusive offer. Offer valid at Lincoln location only. Scissors and Scotch, located just south of 30th and Yankee Hill, and online at lincoln.scissorscotch.com.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Wake up, Lincoln.
Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late.
It's time for Early Break, presented by Nebco. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I like Stone.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
And here comes a sandwich from God.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
Hey, somebody grab me a mocha quick, would you?
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 3 on a Friday. Steve Sipple is en route to State College, not with us. Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch with you in studio. Hour 3 sponsored by our friends at Nebco. Now hiring at Concrete Industries for precast production labor. Check them out online at concreteindustries.com and at nebcoinc.com. We have a special guest to kick off the 8 o'clock hour, Bill. That is Zach Sako from Locked On Penn State. Locked on Nittany Lions. Zach, good morning. We have a lot of questions for you because, off the bat, good morning. You guys were a number 2 preseason and then started off conference play at 0-6. Just defeated Michigan State, of course, to get your first win. I'm curious, is there any positive mood right now at all in the Penn State fan base, Zach?
Depends who you ask, because Terry Smith got his first conference win. That was a big deal. It's now put him in a situation where more fans are accepting of the idea. And I'm not totally against it, but there's definitely, okay, you got to miss on a few other candidates still to get back to Terry Smith. But he has shown progress. They're taking steps forward. This was kind of I know a win against Michigan State doesn't really carry much value, but they almost pulled off the upset against Indiana when this team was left for dead. Okay, that's after you get beat down by Ohio State. It's just demoralizing loss after seriously, the margin of aside from the Ohio State game, those losses between UCLA, Oregon, everybody, the combined margin of defeat was 13. Like, they were so close. And I saw the analytics or whatever. Penn State would, if you flipped all the 1-score games to the other team, Penn State would be top 3 in the country. So that's it is truly a game of inches, gentlemen.
Absolutely. What is the vibe of the team? Do they want a bowl game? They're 4-6. They've got to beat Nebraska. They've got to win next week then against Rutgers. Do they want to go to a bowl game?
I don't know about a bowl game. I think they just want to fight. They just want to scrap, whether that's for Terry Smith, whether that's for the senior group. The fans have rallied behind this team. It really was a schism between James Franklin and the fans, not so much the Penn State team, the Penn State program, because Indiana, I won't call it a sellout, but I was surprised by the attendance. Like, okay, it's number 2 Indiana. Like, this should get some fans, but that's honestly one of the louder crowd. It wasn't that far off from the whiteout. Okay. And that's pretty impressive for a noon kickoff. And again, the lows of this season. So this team, they want to fight. They want to play hard. A bowl game, it wouldn't shock me with a new head coach if they opt out of that. And again, a bunch of seniors going off to the NFL. How many of them are going to play in that? Right. Drew Aller was already lost for the season. So kind of protecting other interests while maximizing what you still have. Right.
Yeah, I'm curious, Zach. You go back to the start of the season. So this is a team, again, ranked number 2. Now, we watched the early season games in the non-con, and it didn't think that they looked very good against Villanova and FIU and Nevada. Kind of surprised for a team that was in the semifinals last year. It weren't exactly dominant or interesting. Could you see this unfolding poorly early on this season at all?
And I'll be honest, I had to cope with it, just basically trying to put 2 and 2 together. Why is this team that's in a semifinal just not too long ago? Andy Kotelnicki comes back. You upgrade, right? You supposedly upgrade from Tom Allen to Jim Knowles. And it just looks, particularly on offense. Defense, again, defense held Oregon fairly in check, and then that went to double overtime. So the defense just eventually broke with, but you had the systemic issues. You had a lack of depth at key positions on defense. Wide receiver, just the passing game never evolved. The offensive line took a step back, and part of that had to do with run game coordinator, running backs coach J1 Sider ends up being a much hindsight's 2020. He leaves for Notre Dame, extremely valuable addition to the staff, and a detrimental subtraction for this season. So it's those things that kind of add up progressively, because all offseason the chatter was, well, they got Stan Drayton. He coached Ezekiel Elliott once upon a time at Ohio State, but you can't replicate 7 years of J1 Sider, the 3 years that he worked with this running back room, specifically with Singleton, Nicholas Singleton and Katron Allen. But the issues were there, trying to do the mental gymnastics to say, well, they just don't want these games. It's all about Oregon. It's all, and both of those positions were correct. This team had systemic issues that I had to do mental gymnastics around, but they did stake this entire season literally on Oregon, because James Franklin, the team fell apart when they got to UCLA, and then that was it, because they still could have made a run. One loss didn't decide the season technically, but in the minds of Franklin, which is a reflection of the team, it did, based on the way they played those next couple of games.
What do you paint a picture for us for Saturday night? Obviously, I watched every snap that Indiana game. I watched every snap of Michigan State. There is a lot of fight in this team. Like you said, they want to fight. I don't see a team that is quit. I don't see that is quit. The only game where I saw that I thought they had maybe was Northwestern, when they came back and lost that one at home. It didn't seem like there was much fight in them at that time. That's the only one. Paint a picture of what you think the team will be like, and what will actually be like in that stadium Saturday night for a night game.
I think you'll get a fair crowd, because it is late November games are not typical, but that doesn't, and it's also Thanksgiving break. So I wonder, what is the student section going to look like? Is, colder weather, a night game, going to scare early birds away, right? So the crowd won't be at top max capacity. I still think it will be a solid crowd, but I do keep that in mind. How many students are going home for the break? And how many people are just going to say, you know what, I late November games are just not for me. This is pretty atypical. I was kind of surprised that they went with this, but Matt Rule returning to Penn State, so this is senior night for this team. It is a way to send off this team. The Penn State fans still appreciate them despite all the adversity. So the crowd will be rocking within reason. It will be good enough, but it's not going to be whiteout 2.0 or anything like that. Or it'll be a step below both the whiteout and Indiana too.
Joined by Zach Sako, not locked on Nittany Lions. Now, you mentioned Matt Rule, of course, went to Penn State. Of course, he's Nebraska's coach, signs an extension for 2 years. Right now, it is November 21st. What are you hearing in the Penn State coaching search? What are the names that are the hot names? Are you, and how soon do you expect the decision to be made on the next head coach at Penn State?
Depends. Depends where Penn State's trying to strike. There is steam right now. Here's how I would frame it based on everything I've heard, because I feel like it was a big smokescreen, whether that was agent driven or whether that was Penn State driven. Eli Drinkwitz is your guy, and I was having reliable sources message me because they're not going to message me out of the blue if it isn't legitimate. And they say, hey, I had a source tell me that it's Eli Drinkwitz to Penn State, and I'm like, really? This guy's from Norman, Oklahoma. Really? They're interested in this guy originally, and then he's had roots all through the SEC. Nothing connects him to the Northeast. Nothing connects him to the Mid-Atlantic. And it's like, okay. I mean, he helped rebound Missouri, but I don't know. Like the athletic director sat there and declared that this is a job where we expect to win national titles at some point. So you don't fire James Franklin in the middle of the season to hire Eli Drinkwitz. Okay. At the present, so Mike Elko was the big swing. It's on the record that there was a conversation. How that conversation went with Urban Meyer, we don't know. There's interest with Brian Hartline. Brian Daboll had inquired about the job. Okay, those are some fringe candidates. I would say, as we sit here on a day-by-day basis, the way that things are trending is Penn State is willing to wait out an Alabama disaster. And this is like a 5 or 10% chance because Auburn's not that good. But tensions could boil over in Tuscaloosa because Kalen DeBoer is not one of them. If DeBoer were to lose the Iron Bowl like that to a pathetic Auburn team that is going through its own coaching search, they might just say, you know what, we don't want you anymore. There is rumored interest that DeBoer is looking for an off-ramp, so to speak. And Penn State's like, yeah, come here. You're a great coach. You led Washington to a national title. And then Bob Chesney is kind of that, the backup plan, so to speak. He's interviewed. He's done well with those interviews, but Group of 5, still hasn't proven it at a higher level. But I think Penn State's willing to take a chance on him if they don't wait out a disaster with Alabama and Kalen DeBoer.
That's incredible. DeBoer was not. That was. I like.
Heard that name yet in the conversation.
I had not heard that. That's why we're talking to an expert.
Right, Zach Seiko here.
Talk to us about just the nuts and bolts of the defense. As we reviewed the numbers, we went through every game. It's like, okay, they do get the ball run on them. Would they be in Penn State? If you looked at UCLA rush for 240, I believe. There's been a lot of it, which it was shocking as we did our deep dive into the stats. Tell us about the run defense, because there's times on defense when I'm watching, they look really good, and their back end can tackle, and so they've got players, but their rush defense has been very spotty at best. What do you think that reason is?
A few reasons. So Jim Knowles' system does not maximize his true system, the actual blueprint that he wants to run, where it's basically 7 guys roam in the back end of the defense, being the linebackers and in conjunction with the defensive backs, and that your 4 defensive linemen are good enough to create havoc. Your 4 defensive linemen, so you don't have to run blitz. You can basically just kind of leave those guys. They're basically in a zone, to really simplify it. I know there's more complexities than that, but that's the idea, is that, your front 4 can get home every single time. Well, you don't have that big 320, 30, 40-pound monster defensive tackle that just eats up 2, maybe even 3 blockers on a play. So you had that at Ohio State. They figured that out real quickly, but they still didn't adjust because, again, you saw it against UCLA, but then it came back to haunt them against Northwestern. It came back to haunt them against Iowa. For some reason, Jim Knowles didn't understand the concept of a quarterback spy. Penn State has the kryptonite for this Penn State defense has been anybody that knows how to use their legs. As long as they are not a statue, they will be able. So this matchup against TJ Lateef is intriguing to me. I expect Nebraska to move the football, because even when Penn State dedicates resources to trying to stop a mobile quarterback or a guy that can just move outside the pocket, they struggle. And it's been every single time. But now Terry Smith has dialed it back and said, okay, Knowles, you got to adjust your system because these guys just don't fit in every single spot. So they're attacking more. I see elements of Manny Diaz in there a little, and that's not, Manny Diaz has an influence on this defense. No, but Terry Smith worked with Manny Diaz. He knows how these players operate. And you see linebackers creeping close to the line of scrimmage. Jim Knowles is dialing up strategic blitzes. They are trying to use quarterback spies or account for the quarterback in a better way. But it's just simply put, they lost a key linebacker in Tony Rojas. Defensive ends just kind of don't stay home. They don't play contain. And Jim Knowles came in with the idea, hey, we can get the job done with 4 down defensive linemen and let everybody else, stay true to their assignments. And they can't. It has to be a collective. Guys have to pick up the slack for other inconsistencies.
Joined by Zach Seiko, locked on Nittany Lions. Offensively, we know about Katron Allen and Nick Singleton, obviously very good running backs. And we know Drew Aller's out with injury. Grunkemeyer, though, the backup quarterback who started the last couple of games, what's the scouting report to him? How similar is he to Drew Aller? How different is he from Drew Aller?
Well, he comes from the same quarterback pipeline. Brad Mandler, I'm not sure how familiar the two you are with him, but he has a QB academy that had cranked out Drew Aller. There are some other he dishes out a number of quarterback prospects, whether they go D1, D2, D3. Like, he has a really serious setup. And Drew Aller was, the 5-star and everything. And Ethan Grunkemeyer was that next, like the heir apparent, the guy in waiting. So after Drew has a good season, everything was supposed to go according to plan, doesn't get hurt, he'll go off to the NFL, and Ethan Grunkemeyer is the guy in waiting. Well, baptism by fire, Drew's out for the season. Grunk comes in, and it's pretty reasonable to struggle in your first start. He's a second-year QB, redshirt freshman. He struggles against a top 5 Iowa defense at Iowa, at Kinnick Stadium for his first start on the fly like that with 6 days to prepare. You're the starter. Get ready. Then you go and face a number 1 Ohio State defense on the road in Columbus. Okay. And a bit of a homecoming because he's from Ohio. And then you actually make strides where you throw for over 200 for the first time. You're 22 of 31 against an Indiana defense that is still conservatively top 15. And it's like, whoa, there's something here. I like Grunkemeyer a ton. We'll see what the coaching situation presents. Because if a coach doesn't have his QB, I am totally for Ethan Grunkemeyer staying at Penn State and giving you 3 more years of eligibility, because I have seen substantial progress from him against quality opponents. He has proven to me that he is a capable Power 4 quarterback, and I think he can get better. There's traits that he has that even Drew Aller doesn't have. I think he's a little more comfortable in the pocket at times. So Grunk's just impressed me in 4 starts, and I know he'll get better.
Tell us this. When you're sitting around just talking to your buddies, friends, you get the vibe of you're on the message board, you have the whole thing. It's the second overtime. You're down 6 against Oregon. You have the ball. They've botched the play. So all you got to do is go down, score, we win, and one of the most epic comebacks. There's going to be a field storming.
Yes.
And it's just going to be complete mayhem there. And 2 weeks later, your head coach is fired.
Yeah.
Is that one of the most remarkable Penn State stories ever?
Yeah, and yes, simply put, I think it's in all of college football. I don't think it's only Penn State in all of college football, because you do go now. I with respect to all of the chatter, because people now want to frame it as Penn State, they were in the semifinal a year ago. Yeah, but every national talk show host and social media comment that I read that was outside of the Penn State bubble said, you had a Mickey Mouse schedule. You played SMU. You played Boise State. You shouldn't be there. You're lucky because you lost to Oregon in the Big Ten championship. But now it's, you were in the college football playoff semifinal when back when it was, you don't even deserve to be there. Your team's fraudulent. So which is it? I'll digress from there, but yeah, it's a truly it's the pressure of expectations. I really do think this team had systemic issues. There were some unlucky breaks. You lose your quarterback, you lose a star defender on defense, but it was a lot of duct tape to kind of fix some things that were always going to be there. Could they have been lucky and they win that game against Oregon? Because I think eventually, an upset against Iowa maybe happens at that point in time, or they lose pretty decisively against Ohio State. They lose against Indiana. So you kind of get the same net result. You miss the college football playoff. You severely disappoint expectations. I'm kind of glad it happened this way, because it's been more of the same. I'm not a proponent like, let's lose, let's tank, but change clearly needed to happen. Like James Franklin got the defensive coordinator that he wanted, got the offensive coordinator that he wanted, got the NIL backing to go get these pro caliber prospects and bring them all back. The QB, both running backs, your entire O-line, key defenders on the other side of the football. You go and make Jim Knowles the most expensive defensive coordinator in all of college football, outbidding Ohio State. And you fall flat on your face. And not only do you lose the big one, you lose the small one too.
Keep it right there. So James Franklin, of course, named the head coach of Vod Tech 2 days ago. Now, again, his era, he did win a conference title in 2016. They made a semis last year, as you mentioned. How do you recap and assess his era as a whole from a Penn State perspective?
I mean, I like James Franklin a ton. Because for the longest time there were, hey, he's not, he doesn't have enough financial support. The facilities are pretty lacking. Going through that program rebuild. I mean, in year 3, he had them at the Big Ten championship. He won a Big Ten championship and got them to a Rose Bowl where they, that kind of started the epidemic of losing big games. People don't realize they were leading in that one and they ended up blowing it to USC in a close one there. So that's where that started, ironically enough. But they beat a top 10 Wisconsin team, and Penn State nobody gave Penn State a chance that season. There was a lot of fire Franklin chants at that time, but collectively, comprehensively, I did a phenomenal job. He elevated Penn State's floor. And I think that's what James Franklin is best at, is being a program builder. He will raise your floor. He will get you to 9-3, 10-2 on a consistent basis. And Penn State said, okay, but what about a national title? You say we're close. You say we're close to breaking through. And it was every single time, whether Penn State was favored, whether they were not right, whether the deck was stacked in their favor or stacked against them, they could never win that game that put them across the finish line. You lost to Ohio State every single time after that 2016 game, which took a miracle field goal block and a touchdown to win. Penn State even wasn't, it's not like they were sitting on a lead. That took a miracle. But against the top Ohio State team, when Michigan was peaking, Oregon jumps into the Big Ten and uses Penn State as a stepping stone to get to Ohio State, to get closer to them. And then whether it's Iowa in a top 5 game, or, hey, okay, you lost to Ohio State, but you can still get in the college football playoff if you just beat Michigan State. They're a feisty Michigan State team. You lose that one too. They were 0-17 in every big game since 2017. At what point? At what point is that unacceptable?
That's significant.
That is significant. So Kurt Cignetti leaves JMU. He goes to Indiana and he brings a bunch of players, and it helps jumpstart thing. What is the conversation about players? If there even is a conversation of players leaving Penn State to go to Vautech?
Right now, it's to be determined. I think on the recruit, because if you ask everybody differently, the sky is falling, and then people are saying, "Whatever, we don't want these prospects." I take the middle road in that, because you will see Virginia Tech get prospects that they haven't been routinely getting, and it's going to sound great. It's going to sound awesome if you listen to their perspective, because they're getting 4 stars that they haven't been getting. It's an upgrade from, Virginia Tech was at the bottom of the ACC in the recruiting rankings, and now they're probably going to stabilize and be somewhere in the middle, and that's a big jump for them. You're seeing progress. And Penn State might not have a class of 2026. They might have 3 prospects just for people that are saying, you know what, I'll commit to Penn State because it's still a great institution. It's in the Big Ten, and I know they're going to hire at least a half-decent coach, right? So it's going to look so bad. And then there's the transfer portal. Like, Franklin has the upper hand because there's so much uncertainty with Penn State's coaching search that he's contacting agents, he's contacting families, and just getting a heat check, a vibe check of, why don't you still come back? And there's a number of players from Virginia that are on the team. So it's not going to be a total overhaul. Like, he's going to purge the roster, but I think there will be some surprise names that do leave, and you'll see a handful or so of commits, because you've seen these guys are going to SC. I'd be worried more for Penn State losing some commits to other Big Ten and SEC programs, which we've already seen.
Last thing, in terms of going back to Matt Rule for a second, of course, he was the hot name there when Franklin was let go. Of course, friends with Pat Kraft. He's from Penn State. Yep. In the fan base, when you talk to people, what do they think of Matt Rule? Is there a portion that wanted him to be the head coach when Franklin was fired? Where does that stand right now, a month after all of the rumors there?
The loudest vocal components of the search were against Matt Rule. They think that he didn't give them upside, and I tend to agree with that, right? I can see, because I come from the frame of mind that, okay, Penn State's still going to be able to elevate somebody. Matt Rule was a hot commodity not too long ago when he won at Temple. He won at Baylor. Okay, disaster class in the NFL. I mean, who's going to succeed with the Carolina Panthers at this point, right? That was a bad setup. I feel bad for him, but you learn your lessons. You settle in at Nebraska, and that's still, you're in the middle of a rebuild, and you're competing against a lot of factors. Matt Rule, I don't think would have been a bad hire for Penn State. But again, if you fire James Franklin in the middle of the season, what significant upside does he offer you? Because his big game record is now something has been picked on and would be picked on, especially if Penn State were to make that move. But it wouldn't have shocked me in the slightest, because the powers that be do want to pay some sort of homage. Some of them, I don't want to speak for everybody that has control at Penn State, but there is a portion that we got to go get a Paterno guy. Matt Rule played for Paterno. Al Golden's name has been lightly floated. I mean, it's been bad with the Bengals since he's the defensive coordinator there, but we also forget that he coached at Miami of Florida, and he was the defensive coordinator that helped take Notre Dame to that championship game a season ago. There's a bit of a power struggle, because there are people that want to return to the Paterno era legacy, and then other people that say we need to go in another completely different direction. No ties to James Franklin, no ties to Joe Paterno, somebody else who can elevate us and take us just in a different direction.
One last question. It's been well noted that Sue Paterno's chocolate chip cookies are famous. Have you ever had one?
I haven't, and I hate admitting that. So now I have to try them.
Is the rumor true though? Is that it's been discussed at many different times that I've heard over my career, and I've heard that she's world famous for her chocolate chip cookies. And so I just want to know, is that a true statement though, that these are famous?
I heard that a little more because I'd go to Penn State tailgates as a kid and stuff. Not recently in my adult years, because I guess I'm not around the right people, but yes, a while back.
Thank you,
Zach. Awesome stuff. Thank you for your time.
That was great, Zach.
And we
Thank
will
you.
chat with you again down the road.
Oh, this was awesome. Thanks so much for the invitation.
Hang on, last thing.
Oh.
Who's winning?
Yeah, what's your pick for the game?
Who's winning the game Saturday night?
I was hoping you guys would ask. So I think this game, because of Penn State's question marks, containing a mobile quarterback, Nebraska still has a pretty decent run game with Emmett Johnson. I think this game will be a little more scoring, unless there's like inclement weather that I don't know about. But give me Penn State 27-24. I think that spread is a little too much for Nebraska. That's a lot. They're catching a lot of points there for a Penn State team that's just not that good. Remember where they are. They're fighting for a bowl invitation here.
27-24. Penn State's the guest from Zach Seiko. Zach,
you were awesome.
Thanks so much. We'll chat down the road. Thanks, Zach.
Appreciate you, gentlemen. Thanks so much.
Zach Seiko of Locked On Nittany Lions. Wonderful stuff there on a breakdown.
Boy,
of
that
Penn
was
State.
some great inside information there. That was really good.
He thinks they're looking for Kalen DeBoer to be the guy.
That was fun to listen to.
We're waiting for a Bama meltdown to get DeBoer. That's a lot to count on there.
The important thing to remember here is the work that Rudy does to get these guests on that have all the. We can sit there and talk about Penn State. How about we talk about somebody from Penn State? How about we talk about somebody from USC? Let's talk to somebody who covers them every single day. And it's been great information. So that was awesome.
Awesome stuff. Thank you, Rudy, for getting that. Zach Seiko
On his
Locked On
birthday.
Nittany Lions. When we come back, FSPs is next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by Nevco on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Acreage owner getting ready for winter? Make it easy with John Deere compact tractors and gators from Acres Equipment. Add snow blowers, front blades, cabs, heaters, and loaders to tackle every chore. Right now, in-stock units are priced to move with competitive financing to fit your budget. Get winter ready today at acres.com. Acres Equipment, your acreage handled. Financing subject to approved credit with John Deere Financial. Not all customers qualify. See dealer for details.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Looking for a financial partner that truly makes a difference? Modern Woodman is a member-owned fraternal financial services organization. We can help you plan for all stages of life, from protection to saving to retirement. We also offer member benefits, social activities, and volunteer opportunities to help your family and community.
I'm Sean Erickson, your Modern Woodman representative in Lincoln. Call me at 402-483-6515 to start the conversation.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new Delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Oh, forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent too?
It's called service.
Call your local State Farm agent, Vinny Krikak, today at 402-474-1173.
Do the holidays make you humbug? Then get happy again with Nebraska Lottery Merry Money Holiday Scratch Tickets. They're fast, fun, easy, and make great stocking stuffers, party favors, or last-minute gifts. Hey, they even put a smile on Scrooge's face. Stop by your favorite Nebraska Lottery retailer and pick up a pocket full of Merry Money Holiday Scratch Tickets today. They'll make your spirit bright. Top prize odds vary by game.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
We're on the air.
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Thanks once again to Zach Seiko from Locked On Nittany Lions for joining us last segment, giving us
a lot of fun.
all things Penn State. Good insight there. They're looking for an Alabama, meltdown to get Kalen DeBoer possibly. That's a lot to ask for, Bill.
I also was kind of shocked that he talked about potential momentum for the current coach.
Smith.
Yeah, I did not think that was part of the equation. Not that I know anything about it, or he was not the guy, but. And sometimes that happens, but right now it just doesn't appear right. It's like we're pretty dialed in. We know where this thing's going. That does not sound the case. That's like of who they're hiring and what they're doing.
I watched a video the other day from former Miami Dolphin great, Penn State receiver O.J. McDuffie back in the day. He said he wants Terry Smith to be the guy. He's vouching for Terry Smith to be the coach next year and beyond.
Yeah, could
That's
be.
the former player saying that.
I could see it being Chesney.
Yeah, from James Madison.
James Madison. I could see it being Chesney.
Signetti 2.0.
Signetti 2.0.
I hope he's just as brash as Signetti.
That would be just as great. I hope he Googles me, goes to Penn State, and that'd be. Guess what he'll do? He'll take a bunch of players with him. He'll have a bunch. He's a bunch of really good players. They're like 9-1 right now.
Yeah, they're very good.
Yeah, they'll be really good.
Well, it is that time that we do FSPs. If you're new to the show, that means field storming possibilities in college football. Bill has several games lined up of potential FSPs. Last week, we only had maybe one Navy beating USF, kind of a quiet weekend. We're hoping for more drama and some.
It's quiet,
FSPs.
but there's potentials out there.
Okay, what we got, Bill?
We got that. Okay, Miami at Va-Tech. There's probably going to be energy in that stadium.
Absolutely.
You know that James Franklin's going to be there at the stadium. He'll be in a press box watching the game. So Miami at Va-Tech, 100%. New Mexico State at UTEP. New Mexico State at UTEP. That's a rivalry. It's about 30 miles apart.
FSP.
A potential FSP. UTEP could storm. Now it'd be in the teens, probably in the teens. They'd openly let people. They might let people be on the sidelines. Just come on down, watch the game from the sidelines. They don't care. That check that when we get a chance, Jake. What is the ticket price of New Mexico State at UTEP? See if you have that as we get going.
Yeah,
like that.
I got you.
Tulane at Temple. Tulane is rolling. What's going to happen to their coach? Is he going someplace else? That could be a big win. Anything yet, Jake?
Ticket price $20 for UTEP.
A little
New Mexico
pricey.
State. Yeah.
A little pricey.
And by the way, that's 3-7 New Mexico State versus 2-8 UTEP. That'd be a hell of an FSP. I love it though.
It could happen like that. Michigan at Maryland. 100%. It's a storm. That's a 100%
for Loxley.
For Locks like that. Tennessee at Florida. This is a rivalry game. This game has been played forever. So Tennessee at Florida. Florida's struggling right now, but could be a field storming. Illinois at Wisconsin. Like I said,
100%.
it could be they could beat two ranked teams in one season, one of their worst seasons ever.
First, the former head coach of theirs, Brett Bielema.
What's that? Obviously I know
Bielema
that.
factor here.
Didn't think through that as much. This will be interesting. Cal at Stanford. You have to think it's the game. It's a huge rivalry. This was the game for those two schools. Again, it would be somewhere. They'd probably have to call the library and send some people over and then come in, file in from the library to get onto the field from Stanford.
They can bring their books. It's fine.
It's not gonna be. There'll be no. Just get through security. Come right on in.
It's just
no big deal. BYU at Cincy, they'll storm.
Yep.
If they can upset BYU at that, they'll be in Arizona State ranked 25th at Colorado. Colorado storms no matter what. If they win a game, they storm.
At this point,
every week.
3-7, right?
Yeah, they storm every time. So some potentials, but not some major ones. Not ones you go, oh yeah, that one's gonna. And what'll happen? But there'll be something. We always have a field storming.
Good point from Genghis. He says it's more expensive to go to a UTEP game than the Penn State game this weekend.
Think about that. New Mexico State at UTEP is more expensive.
El Paso is more expensive than State College. Okay, well,
that shocks me. Same thing with that UNLV game. I think if you kind of hung around the stadium at UTEP, I think you're getting in for probably $4. I think you're going to get in for a pretty decent price to see exactly what happens there. It's a sweet stadium. It's built into a side of a mountain.
That is a great edition of FSPs. We need some drama. Let's get it in football this weekend.
What do we got coming up next?
Spill over with our good friend Cody Schmick, the busiest man in Lincoln.
The Kincaider.
Beer House Kincaider Sideshow Spirits. He's next with us on Early Break of the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by NIPCO on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Fight fans, Dynasty Combat Sports returns to the Pinnacle Bank Arena on Friday, November 21st for a massive night of cage fighting action. UFC veteran Derek Minner headlines as he faces Missouri's Jacob Ritchie. In the co-main event, Lincoln's Nate Morrow battles Ashton Caniglia, with Sean Lindgren and Jeremy Small throwing down in the featured pro bout. Local prospects Easton Edmund Boudin and Andrew Huffman lead the amateur side. 16 total fights are set for another electric night in the cage. Tickets available now at Ticketmaster.com or the arena box office. Fight card subject to change.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
Do the holidays make you humbug? Then get happy again with Nebraska Lottery Merry Money Holiday Scratch Tickets. They're fast, fun, easy, and make great stocking stuffers, party favors, or last-minute gifts. Hey, they even put a smile on Scrooge's face. Stop by your favorite Nebraska Lottery retailer and pick up a pocket full of Merry Money Holiday Scratch Tickets today. They'll make your spirit bright. Top prize odds vary by game.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in November. Try their brand new fall sweet trays, including cinnamon rolls, pumpkin chocolate chip muffins, pumpkin cheesecake brownies, and apple croissants. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
This is your year to win way more than bragging rights. At Warhorse Casino, your love of the game could earn you serious cash. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with cash prizes all season long, like up to $1,000 weekly, with your chance at $1 million, all while earning tier points and comp points every time you place a sports bet. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Hungry for something real? Come to HF Crave, Lincoln's favorite spot for burgers that are anything but basic. Locally sourced Nebraska beef, hand-cut fries, and bold flavors that'll make your taste buds cheer. Whether you're craving the classics or ready to try something wild, they've got the burger that gets you. HF Crave. Fresh, local, craveable. Find them at 48th and Holdridge or order online at hfcrave.com. If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Dana Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Ready, set, Ford just announced 0% for 66 months with approved credit on all 2025 Ford F-150s at Zollner, Fort Beatrice. Save thousands in finance charges. If your current pickup loan's 4, 5, 6% or more, trade in today and receive 0% for up to 66 months on a brand new 2025 Ford F-150 of your choice at Zollner, Fort Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover, sponsored by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, One Love. And we have a wonderful guest, Bill, to end the show today. Comes on once a month.
He should have been on the whole show.
He puts us all to shame because he's the busiest guy we've ever met in our entire life. And that, of course, is Cody Schmick from Beer House, Kincaidor, Sideshow Spirits. Cody, good morning.
Good morning,
Comedy.
guys. Good morning.
He does comedy, guys.
Bill, I asked before the show, I said, do you ever have a slow time? He's like, oh, yeah, Christmas Day, Easter, so 2 days a year.
2 days a year.
He gets to chill and maybe do
Cody,
nothing.
will you be here for our party on?
I told him about it.
I just got the invite. It sounds awesome.
Yeah,
man.
it's going to be a big
awesome.
bash. Like, a lot of people here. It's going to
Yeah.
be. It's a meet and greet, come and go. It's not like, well, you got to be here at this time.
yeah.
It's not, no, 6 to 9.
Anytime.
So we'd love to have you here. That would be great. Maybe bring some beer down.
Yeah.
I would partake. I'd drink your beer, as always.
We'll drink beer in the morning. It's okay.
We got a couple breakfast beers. I think.
bring him
breakfast
down.
beer.
Oh, my God.
We have a grapefruit rattler. That's a breakfast beer.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Well, Cody is here because he is the busiest man in Lincoln and probably statewide, besides the governor, maybe. Kearney.
Broken Bow.
And
the bow.
He sent me a rundown because Cody provides great beer. He provides great fun, Bill. And how about this? Starting off tomorrow. Now, if you don't know what Krampus is basically the evil version of Christmas.
I actually pulled it up. Krampus is a wild winter spirit from the old Alpine folklore. While Saint Nicholas rewards the good children, Krampus shows up for those who have acted rotten. He's traditionally depicted with horns, bells, chains, roaming snowy streets during Krampusnacht to deliver a sharp reminder: behave or face him instead of Saint Nick.
And we bring it up because you have a Krampus crawl tomorrow with that. What's that going to look like, Cody?
Sounds like Festivus.
Sorry, you got me there. Okay. So in Germany, they do these huge winter Christmas markets. It's a big deal. And Krampus, think of almost like the Hansel and Gretel era of German folklore.
Yeah, got you.
Krampus, it would tie right into that. And they do these parades or crawls or whatever you want to call them. And people will go to like great lengths to dress up as these Krampus characters. And it is wild.
I've never heard of Krampus. Should I have known this?
I figured he probably wouldn't. That's why I just explained what Krampus is.
Did you know, Jake, about Krampus?
Yeah, there's a movie called Krampus that came out a couple years ago. I watched it. It's hilarious. It's like a horror comedy, basically.
Okay.
But it's fun.
I'm interested in this.
Play on. If you want to see some weird stuff, come downtown, check it out. So we partnered with Group Therapy on this. We rented every one of their bikes, and the actual bikes are sold out. But the parties, it's a crawl between our places. So from the Distillery Sideshow at 16th and P to Kincaidor down in the Haymarket to Beer House. And then afterwards, we all convene at Beer House. And we got Barry Boyce, a polka band that plays around here a lot. And we'll finish out the night. So even if you
polka band to follow this thing up with.
Yeah,
wow.
absolutely.
He knows how to party,
By
By the way, Waverly Jim says, thank Cody for Snow Beast being a thing. Yeah, it's a great beer.
Absolutely, man.
So-
yeah, that's a great one. That's a great one for sure.
That's the Krampus Crawl tomorrow. Now, you
Yes.
mentioned polka. We got some pre-Thanksgiving polka going on.
So you guys have your party in the morning next Wednesday. We have our big party at night. Most people don't know this, but
Eve.
Thanksgiving Eve is a big bar night.
Oh,
so
it's a huge night. It's my favorite day of the year.
So every year we bring in Angie and the Polka Tunes and another polka band. That place will pack out on Wednesday night. Bring your family out, have a couple beers, have a pretzel, hang out. We're going to do a Stein holding at some point during the night. That's a lot of fun.
Of course.
And so it'll be a great party. It's a good time to get out the night before because you're going to be sitting at home, eating turkey, staring at the family all day. The next day, come out and hang out on
There's
on
a
Wednesday night.
94% chance we make an appearance for this. I'm pretty pumped about this.
You should come down.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a great time. Angie puts on a great show. It'll be a ton of fun, and it's always packed on those days. So come early. That starts at 7. Grab a table and hang out with us.
So that's Thanksgiving Eve. Closed Thanksgiving Day, I assume, right, Cody?
Actually, you know what? Let me think. Yes, we're closed at Kincaidor Thanksgiving Day. I think we have limited bar hours. There's a couple people that weren't celebrating on that day, and they're like, hey, let us just open for a few hours. So the beer house will be open for just a few hours that day, I think 4 to 10.
Okay.
But then the next day, the last game day of the season, we'll open at 8 a.m., both bars downtown. We got them Uke boys playing after the game at the beer hall. So I'm hoping the weather warms up just a little bit. It's a high of 38 right now, but if it warms up, if not, come in, warm up in the beer hall, listen to some good music after the game.
That's Black Friday.
That's Black Friday. Yep.
We're joined by Cody Schmick, the busiest man in Lincoln, Kincaidor Beer House, Sideshow Spirits. How about the beer club?
We're
what is
clipping
that?
through. Okay, so the beer club is maybe the best thing that I've done in the last 10 years. So when we first opened the German beer hall in Germany, you go over there, you buy a locker, you get a Stein, you do that whole thing. We started a version of that here.
You can get your own locker.
You get your own locker on site. There's 300 lockers. We're at about 260. So we have about 40 spots left. I'm very sure we'll sell these out by Christmas. But what you get is a Stein, a locker, more beer with every pour. The Steins are a little bit bigger than our regular Steins. Another huge perk is grab your Stein and skip the line. So even on a game day, if there's a line out the door, you grab your Stein,
you
go to the side.
Front.
Absolutely. We have a members only holiday party once a year. It's a great gift that you can give out to somebody else. And
members only.
Yep.
Well, can you wear a members only jacket?
That could be in play here, Cody.
As long as you're a member,
if someone shows up with a members only jacket, would they get to go to the front of the line?
They still got to be a member. They got to grab that Stein. It's all in our app. So if you haven't downloaded our app, search Kincaidor on any of the app stores, iPhone, Samsung, whatever it is. Search Kincaidor. The app's called Cheers. You can buy that membership right in there, and you can gift that membership right in there. So it's if you have somebody in your life, you have
gift.
no
this
idea.
Is Christmas.
It's a great gift.
Yes.
It's only $150 a year.
Oh my God!
And you can get
all that.
My dad slammed in my head, if I'm going to take a guy's money, I got to give him his value back, right? And so we want to make sure that you're going to get more. It's not about the $150. It's about creating just a community of people that come together and do fun stuff. So that's
why you're on the show, Cody, because you do the big things.
Next, you come on the show full time every day.
Every day.
Would you be willing to do that?
I love coming and visiting. I told you, man. I get texts every time I leave here. Man, that sounded great. I heard what you got going on the ticket. It's a good thing for us, guys.
We appreciate you being
love coming
on here too.
Love
Next up, the Speakeasy,
We got a
Ribbon
lot.
Cutting, and Distillery.
Rip it.
Okay, so we started a distillery in 2020. We're Lincoln's first ever legal distillery at 16th and P. We're making bourbon, single malt whiskey there. It's gone really, really well.
Do we get any gin?
We have some gin now.
Okay,
we have two
thank you.
gins. Yes,
Just
we
brought
have,
it up
our standard gin and then our Snosberry gin, which is a lot of fun too. So we are celebrating our 5-year anniversary for the distillery, but then our ribbon cutting and grand opening at the Speakeasy. So December 5th at 4 p.m., we're going to do a ribbon cutting. We got the chamber, we got Liba, we got all the folks coming out. We'll have some drinks and snacks there, and then you can hang out. We're releasing a new bottle of whiskey, our double barrel weeded bourbon, and that's going to be on December 5th at 4 p.m. at our new Speakeasy. So it's not at the distillery, at the beer house. Take that elevator that you normally take to the rooftop, take it to the basement. Follow the green flame. That's all I can say. So
you still need reservations and all for that? Or no?
We're not doing reservations.
Okay.
People just show up,
Great.
and we're gonna have a good time. So
next up, the Straight Edge collab.
I love the Straight Edge boys. If you don't know about their barbershop, they're right down here on 13th Street. They've been around forever. They're great. He hit me up and he said, hey, I want to do a whiskey with you. And I was like, dude, I love this. It's selling like crazy. You can pre-buy it now at sideshowspirits.com. And then we've got a party in December that you can join at the distillery. It's been a ton of fun. I love weird collabs like that. I like collabing with like a barbershop or somebody like that. And Zach and the team are super excited about it. They're selling it every day.
They
so
have
you can
the
check
hot
that out.
shaving cream. Can they like do?
Dude, they do. That's like the old school. Yeah, that's a great shop. I highly recommend those guys.
I need that 10 meals.
for sure.
Last thing, Cody.
Last thing.
Next comedy show at the Howler
Next
House.
comedy
What do we
show.
got?
We just got done with 2. We had Chris Kattan of SNL fame. He was fun, man. He was a great show. And then we had Eric Griffin. This next one that we have, and around the holidays, it's a fun thing to get out and do it. 12/20, December 20th. We've got Brett Ernst. If you haven't heard of Brett Ernst, if you like the show Cobra Kai, that's like the new Karate Kid show on Netflix. He's one of the main stars on that. He's absolutely hilarious. All of our shows are 18 plus. We'd love to have you guys come and check it out. HowlerComedy.com. We got some heavy hitters coming. We're booking like crazy for 2026. We did 12 shows in 2025. We're looking for 20 in 2026. So kind of every other weekend. So if you love stand-up, follow us, HowlerComedy.com. Join that mail list and come check out a show.
He is truly the busiest man in Lincoln, if not the state. Cody Schmick.
In the world.
In the world.
We just sold one of those bottles from Talking right now.
What?
I just saw the sale come
That's
through.
how we do it.
That's
what
right,
we do.
baby.
Hey, you want to advertise? Yeah, get on board,
Instant
guys.
access.
You guys want
Instant results.
You want your company to make a lot more money? Think about. I'd like to stay status quo. We're making enough money.
We
We're
can help
fine.
you out.
You guys are doing great.
Yeah. Cody, thanks so much.
Always a pleasure, fellas.
That's it for us. The drive is next. We will see you guys tomorrow. Monday.
You're listening to Early Break with